What's up, guys? What is going on? Drone worship in your face. We got a fun one tonight we're going to talk about here. Let me pull up my channel to get my tag up here and get my live stream up. We're going to pop out the chat. Pop out the chat here. Joseph, what's up, man? I'm going to find out how many people we get in here tonight. Let's see here. All right. Let's pull the chat over there. Beautiful. How you doing, man? I'm doing good, bro. Thanks for asking. Had a fun day with my buddy out here doing FPV, but today's topic is going to be the Xdynamics drone. What is up, Mr. Craig? Scuappy. David, what's happening? Not much. We have a topic that we are going to discuss that I think needs to be weighed in on. And I'd like to ask your guys' opinion, so I am going to be sharing the link to this. Craig says the quick answer to that question is no. We're going to get into that. Matthew Wilson, I do not. I actually turned down the offer to review it. And I'm going to tell you why. I'm going to tell you what my thoughts are. As most of you guys know, I push products I believe in. I got to say, I have my doubts about this thing. So I definitely, after watching Dustin Danil's video, who I spoke with for, God, almost 2 hours on Facebook yesterday about this product, and watching his video, man, I've come to my own conclusions on things. So we're going to talk about that. What is up, JDS? So Alan, what is up? So I've got their website pulled up here, but I want to invite a few people in. Does anybody want to come in here and talk about this on camera with me? And that price, you're comparing it to the Inspire, and yeah, nope. David, we are going to talk about that. There's a lot we are going to cover today. There are some points I would like to make, and as you know, I like being a reality check for people, and I think it's time we bring this company to a reality check. And anybody consider buying this product, I think you may learn a lot from this discussion we're going to have today. So, JDS, it is good to see you too, my friend. So, all right, well, does anybody want to join me in here? I could really use some other faces on cam, especially if we're going to be covering this topic here. So I will post the, I want to join in tonight, but I'm exhausted. Craig, I could really use you, bro, if you're up for it. JDS, we're talking about the Xdynamics Evolve drone from the new aerospace company. I think that's what they are, aerospace, something like that. Max and his team. No cam, bro. Well, you can always come in on the video chat. You don't need a camera to be part of this. So the link is right up there if anybody would like to join. If nobody joins quickly, I'll go ahead and I'll just start my topic. This is going to kind of be hard to answer questions in the comment section while I go. So that's why I was trying to kind of build a panel of real pilots that fly daily, that understand real drones and what their capabilities are, so that before we got kicked off of this, we could actually talk about what my thoughts are. I'll try to come later. Still at work. Sounds good, Alan. If we're still rolling later, I'll definitely have that. Faith and Paradinafi. We're going to discuss that too, Adrian. Definitely going to discuss that. Why did you turn down the offer to fly the drone? Well, Matthew, those are personal reasons of mine why I turned it down. I will tell you once again that I turned down, first of all, as a reviewer, we don't get paid much to do this. So I said if I did do it, I would expect to keep the product. They didn't like that answer. I said, well, that's too bad. Unfortunately, this is how we get paid. This is how, if I'm giving you tons and tons and tons of free advertisement and commercial base with a group of individuals that I built myself, this is my channel. This is the empire that I built for myself. And I'm giving you nothing but free commercial, airtime. What do I get in return for it? So I have my personal reasons why I turn things down. So that's pretty much it, man. I also, after doing some research, can't push this off on people. So what is going on, Drone Shots? This drone is very questionable. I think it's 2 years too late to the party. It does offer some unique things, but we will talk about those and why I think they were actually bad things to do to the drone. So once again, if nobody joins me in panel, I'm going to give this another minute. If nobody clicks on that link and joins me on camera or attempts to make a pop into the call, I'm going to go ahead and kick this off myself. So download Hangouts to your phone. Yes, you have to have Google Hangouts on your phone. Michael Blade, we are going to get into that. I don't want to spend too much time just playing the waiting game. There are going to be a lot of people that are probably going to watch this video because of the algorithm based on it, so I can't sit here all night. But let's see if we can get JDS in here. I want at least one person on panel if I can get him in here. All right, sounds good. Maybe we can get Craig and JDS in here. These are two guys that really know about drones, so it'll be good to have them on board. So to get kicked off while these guys are trying to figure out what they're doing, I'm going to screen share real fast. We're going to show you what's going on with this website. And check this out. So this is the Evolve company for Xdynamics. I'm going to go ahead and show their webpage here, about us. This drone has actually been seen, I think, in CES for the past 3 years. And I think when they originally came out with the idea for the Evolve drone, it was probably a good idea 2 or 3 years ago. But once again, I hate to say this, but I think they're going to follow suit with 3DR and GoPro on this one. I think the 3DR Solo didn't become a great drone until 3 years after its release, and the Karma never became a great drone. It worked out great for some people, but it was too late to the party. They released it way too late in between drones and didn't have the sensors and didn't have all the stuff that was necessary to actually make it a relevant part of the market, which is exactly what's happening here with the Xdynamics Evolve drone. It's really cool that it's made of carbon fiber and all these wonderful things, but if you know anything about carbon fiber, you actually want the drone to have flex. You want plastic to flex. Okay, flexing means you can save the majority of the drone. Not flexing parts means more stuff gets broken. So even though it's a neat concept that they went ahead and did a complete carbon fiber chassis, it's actually a really poor design. As a drone pilot, we know these things, especially you FPV pilots, you know about that. Only select parts of the drone should be carbon fiber, and props should not be one of them. You want your props to be able to break and bend, and there's just certain things that should not be made out of carbon fiber. When it comes to the entire complete chassis being built out of carbon fiber, it's a poor design. It is a bad idea. Also, the camera that comes on this bird is only a 12.4 megapixel camera. Guys, 12. Bad idea. Megapixel. Also, the camera that got in here, I'm hearing some echo.
What's going on, Joan? Dan?
What is going on, man? Give me 1 sec. Who do we got? Joseph. We got Joseph in here. Excellent. Give me 1 sec, man. Let me keep going here. However, we got to find out what that echo is, brother. I assume you have your computer speakers turned up too loud and your microphone is picking up the chat. Give me 1 sec, man. The stream. However, we got to find out what that echo is.
That's probably on my end. Hold on.
Okay.
Give me 1 second here.
Well, you got a lot of stuff going on in the background, huh? What is that, the TV or the kids? Did he freeze? I think he froze.
All right. Oh, my God. Shit.
Oops. Hey, try to keep the language under control while you're in here, man. This is going to be watched by a lot of people. Try to keep the language under control while you're in here, man. This is going to be watched by a lot of people.
Sorry
Still
about
there?
that.
Oh,
Yeah,
good. Okay.
Yeah, no.
Keep the language under control while you're in here. All right, I'm getting a lot of echo, man. Maybe just drop out real quick, find some headphones to plug into. That might be the best thing to do here. Oop. You still in? Oh, okay, Craig, what's going on, man?
Hi.
All right, so I'm going to keep going here. Joseph is having some problems there. So let's go into this here. Sorry, guys, for that. Joseph, hopefully, will be back with some earphones in a second. So the Evolve drone, man, the stock camera that comes on it for the $2,500 price point is a 12 megapixel camera. It's 12.4. And
my Mavic Pro has a better camera than that.
I was going to say, and they want $600 just for the camera alone. And I believe it does have just the 1-inch sensor. Okay,
Yeah.
here's the issue I have with that. Number one, the 2013 release of the Phantom 3 Professional had a 12.4 or 12.3 megapixel camera shooting in 4K. 2013. This camera is 5 years late to the party. Okay? Yep. Like, there is nothing special about the camera that comes on it, and they still want $600 for it. Okay, so let's just put that aside. So now we've established that it's old tech. The camera's old tech, and they're still asking you for a ridiculous price point. And the way that they're getting past that is to tell you, they're saying this. They're saying, well, you know, we understand that it comes with a camera that's only this, but you can buy the 4 1/3 camera for this price. Like, why would I want to spend $2,500 and then immediately have to turn around and buy a $1,000 to $1,200 camera to put on it? Does that make any sense to you, Craig?
No, it doesn't.
It's completely crazy that they're even thinking that this is legit. Okay. Let's move. I can handle all that. All right. So now I've established it's probably more like a $1,700 drone. Okay. So we've knocked off a complete like $600 or $700 value mark right off the top of this thing already. Okay. Let's keep going from here. All right. It has GPS, but what doesn't it have, Craig? Do you know?
I don't.
It has no obstacle avoidance. Nothing. There are no obstacle avoidance sensors on a drone that is larger than the 3DR Solo. The only thing that it has on it is LiDAR, which is cool tech, but they haven't made it proficient. Like, it doesn't look like it's working well. It's still been 3 years and they haven't perfected the firmware on it. And they have optical flow, and that's it. That's your sensor array on this bird. Okay, once again, what's the problem here? It's 3 to 4 years too late to the party. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, and that's this whole drone. I mean, don't get me wrong. Does it look really cool?
Sure.
Yeah, it looks great.
Yeah.
But the thing is, I mean, we're gonna run into the issue. This is almost the same stuff that Autel just did with the the Evo.
Yeah.
It's too late to the party.
Exactly.
And I know, Dan, I know you don't like DJI, but I mean, this is the proof of how they have the market cornered.
Oh, no, I completely agree with that. And tonight, actually, guys, I am going to be bringing up DJI quite a bit because there's one reason
comparison at this point.
That it is, and there's one reason. Actually, I can compare my 3DR Solo to everything that this drone basically does.
I didn't think about that.
And that's the worst part about it is that I can take 2015 tech and beat this. I can beat this platform with a GoPro. A GoPro Hero 4 Black will smoke this platform. Okay? There's nothing special about this platform. Now, here's the kicker, right? The only thing that I think they were banking on with this entire drone is the fact that it has a clamshell dual screen transmitter.
I mean, and that transmitter looks nice.
It does look very nice, but what's the problem? Do you know what they sacrificed for range?
A lot.
Frames per second. They wanted to have the fastest Wi-Fi out there. So they wanted to give you 10...
Can you guys hear me?
Yes.
Yeah, we got you.
Yeah. So they wanted to give you 1080p live feed at 60 frames per second on the screen. Okay?
Is it echoing at all?
It's not echoing.
No,
we got a lot of background noise.
We got a lot of background noise, like kids or TV or something.
Hold on.
Okay. So here's the thing. You're giving up essentially range for frames per second. Does that even sound like a smart thing to do?
No.
At all. Did you see Dustin's video, dude? It made it through 300 feet in the air and it started having complete signal loss.
Which I mean, that's gotta suck. I mean, totally. Okay. So I remember with my Phantom 3 Standard. Before I did the antenna, the little parallax antenna, much like what you have with your Spark, it would get to that point.
Okay.
Sure.
Yeah, and you know what? Billy Kyle just put in here. Any transmission system that's based off of Wi-Fi is not going to be good, and I completely agree with that.
Sure.
Because just like with the Phantom 3 Standard that was based off of Wi-Fi, and if I got about 500 feet away, if I didn't have that stupid antenna adapter on there, it looked like absolute crap.
Absolutely. However, as somebody who can attest, and once again, Billy's going to hate this, but I'm going to bring up the Solo. We've taken it out 3 miles, dude, on Wi-Fi with no problems. Like, nothing.
And I agree. If the Wi-Fi is done right, you can get far with it. That's why even with the Standard, once you had the parabolic antenna on there, you were good.
Absolutely.
Good. Just like with your Spark, you've gotten a decent distance with that just on Wi-Fi with your little antenna adapters to it.
Okay. All right. So putting all that aside, let's move on from here. I'm not done yet. I'm picking this thing apart. Okay. So, and I hate to do this because I really wanted to give them a chance, but man, they're just not grasping the facts here. Okay. So let's do this. Now we're going to move on to the latency lag of being 10 millisecond latency lag. Okay. So if I wave my hand, I'm still going to see lag time. Yeah. They compared it to OcuSync. Are you out of your mind? Who thought that was smart to say the words OcuSync? Ever would you compare Wi-Fi to OcuSync? Who that was? They put out a post on Facebook, and they were like, ask our team your questions. And I did. I asked like 15 questions, and they answered them. And some of the answers were really vague, obvious reasons. Except one of them was like, oh, yeah, we sacrificed range for a better Wi-Fi signal like OcuSync. And I was like, well, it's nowhere near as good as OcuSync. I don't know where you're making that comparison at, but that's crazy. That's crazy you're even trying. Dustin made it 1,300 feet and complete blacked out signal loss on every aspect of it. So now what you've essentially done by doing this form of live resolution feed is taking it right out of the commercial market, because I can't do a power line inspection, bridge inspection. I can't do anything with this. What is this bird used for? What are you going to use this for? Even as a hobbyist, 1,000 feet, that's my range cap.
Well, and then on top of it, that's 1,000 feet without any interruption.
Without interference.
Because if let's say you are doing power line inspection, which someone's going to be doing,
exactly.
Where's all the interference gonna? I mean, you got it. You know what
precisely, exactly. You get where I'm going with this. Okay, all right. We've covered that basis. Great. We understand that was a poor decision on their part to go this route. All right, let's move on from there. 20-minute flight time. I have yet to see this thing break a 15-minute flight time. I'm seeing 12 and 13 minutes. My Solo with 4-year-old batteries is still coming in at 16 minutes at a lower capacity battery, and only a 1 pound difference between their bird and this bird. I hate to compare old tech like that to it, but I got to say, man, once again, a couple years too late to the party. Why would I want to buy a drone that gets a 12 or 13-minute flight time for $2,500?
Nowadays, too.
Dude, you can buy an Inspire for this price and get 10 times better results. Why would you even think this is a good option? Ever would you think this is a good option? I cannot believe that they're even trying to push this thing in the way that they are. This drone is, if you want my honest opinion, man, it is an oversized, unique Q500.
That's what, you know what? I was wondering why it looked familiar.
Yes.
That's actually what it looks like.
It is an oversized, unique Q500. And it weighs too much. It's a cool build. I think they did a great job with the build. It looks neat. It's big. It's gaudy. It's got a super low form flight time. It's got a bad camera that it comes with. It's got just horrible signal. Like, they haven't perfected the firmware. And on top of that, the transmitter alone is $1,000 alone.
That's nuts. Well, and you know what? I thought carbon fiber, I thought it was supposed to weigh less.
I did too. I was under the impression that was the point of getting the carbon fiber. However, but they're talking about the tensile strength of the carbon fiber being 50. Let's see here. Strength of 50 carbon fiber chassis.
Well,
Strength
okay.
of carbon 50 times.
So what are you doing? Are you pulling some of the moves I was pulling with the Phantom 4 in sport mode, where I was like, remember when I hit the turn as hard as possible and you were like, what are you doing?
Right. Right, but it was still cool to watch. But you always want your arms to have flex in them. Flex is good. Flex is not a bad thing. So here's the issue I have. The top speed of this drone in GPS mode is 12 miles per hour. The Q500 goes faster in GPS mode.
That's nuts.
Sport mode, 36 miles an hour. I'm not even going to compare it to the Solo because it's not even worth it. Okay.
Well, no, I mean, my Phantom 3 went faster in sport mode.
Right. In GPS mode, my Solo maxes out at like 38 miles per hour. In sport mode, it's upwards of 70 miles per hour. Okay. It's not even it's like I said, man, for anybody actually considering purchasing this drone, do not. You really.
I mean, have you been reading your chat, Dan?
No, I'm about to, though. We're getting back to it here. I'm going to stop sharing. We're going to get back to the chat now.
Yeah, I mean, oh, you know what? Okay, I'll agree with Billy Kyle. The remote itself, with the designs that they did, I could see it being worth $1,000. I mean, it does look cool.
Look! I don't dispute that, but it has to work properly.
I agree.
Screens,
yes,
the screens are good. The screen layout is good. Here's where they made mistakes: the latency lag,
yes,
the type of signal transmission that they chose, no external antennas. What were we going for here? What were we trying to build here? I don't understand. Why would you not put external antennas on it?
Yeah.
Then you can't add range boosters. You can't do anything unless you're going to drill it, take it apart, add in your Xzilla Lite antennas and whatever else you want to put on there, FPVLR, whatever you're looking to do to it. That's just more work for that. I can't believe it doesn't even have a 1 mile range. It says it has 1 mile. We have yet to see anybody even come close to that mark. So it does. The Solo makes it look like child's play compared to the Solo. That is an issue.
So I want to know who else ended up getting this drone.
I haven't heard anybody that said they bought it yet.
Well, no, I mean as a review unit is what I meant.
Dustin showed 12 along with Captain Drone. That's what I said. Nobody. Billy, I love you to death, bro. We've had our talk. We put our differences aside. I can't follow you on this, man. I can't.
Well, I asked that question that I just asked because is Billy trying to say that he has this drone in his possession?
He does.
No, he does?
Yep. Yes, he does.
Okay.
Ken Dono offered to let me fly it Saturday.
Okay.
Unfortunately, I was at work. He asked if I wanted to put my hands on it. I said no. Everything I need is laid out here in front of me, man. I've seen its capabilities now. I've seen enough reviews on it to establish the fact that it's still has a lot of issues that need to be worked out. And
see, I'm curious if it's a situation here where we have I mean, granted, I'm sure it's still. It seems like it's almost kind of a beta product and everything. And sometimes with beta, you have different, different reactions with different people and everything like that. When you fly it after flying a Phantom, it feels like a brick. Yeah, but it's fast.
You say, but it's fast, but it's not fast. What are you comparing it to? Most of your Mavic products will smoke it.
Yeah. Okay.
No,
He's saying definitely a beta product.
It is,
right.
And that's why I can't. I've been asking Xdynamics to justify the price point now.
And when are they trying to release
2
this,
weeks?
or it's already available?
No. Here's the kicker. Rick from Drone Valley did a review of it 7 months ago, and they're just now starting to send this out to people, which means there must be a release date coming up pretty soon. My issue with that is if they're going to release it in the format that it's currently in, nobody is going to buy it because it's going to go out the same way the 3DR Solo went out. You remember how bad this was when it first got released? They hadn't perfected the firmware. It just got trashed by the drone market, it's already happening just because of the price point. So now you're going to release it with all these beta issues. There's no way the drone market's going for it, man. They're going to tear this company to pieces. pieces. I really hope they rethink this, man, and they take it back to the drawing board for another 6 months and actually add in newer tech to it, man. I hate to say that, but I hope that if they do a re-release before they even drop the thing, that it's going to have some kind of obstacle avoidance. They're going to come up with a better camera. It needs to be new aged if they're going to release this platform, because right now it is 3 to 4 year old tech. There's only a few things that set it apart from the old tech, and it's not enough to make me go, whoa, my mind is blown. You know, for the price of it, I can buy two Mavic, zooms. How much are the Mavics, dude? The Mavic zooms are like $1,200, $1,400. What are they?
The two zoom is about what, 1,200, I think.
Yeah, so you could buy two of those.
And the
and
Pro
a couple
is
extra,
about 14.
Right. So you could even buy two zooms or two Pros and still buy extra batteries for it for the price of the one bird.
Yeah,
I can't.
I'm looking here. I see Matthew Wilson said, bet this company will never ask for your help again. You know what? You never know, man. I mean, sometimes they could go ahead and not be playing ball with you. And then if what you have said comes to fruition for them, they could come back and be like, oh, I'm sorry. We need to work with you. You were absolutely right.
Well, I mean, it's clear, man. I've sent them enough messages that we're never going to work on that app. And I've already made that decision. I'm fine with that.
Yeah.
Okay, but I think there needs to be a reality check in place here. My job is you guys. It's not the company. My job is to make sure you guys have the correct information. If I cared about what the company wanted from me, then I would be a sellout, and I've never been that.
No, so, and you want what's best for your subscribers, and,
exactly,
and your friends, your family, and everything like that. But at the same time, if what they have is good, they don't need you anyway. It comes full, it almost comes full circle in that situation.
Well, walk into this, everybody in here right now, walk into this with the understanding of taking everything I've said with a grain of salt. Okay. Yeah. These are my opinions. These are my views. It doesn't mean you have to leave here with the same views and opinions. Do your own research, find out for yourself, make your own determinations and conclusions on things. Okay. Mm-hmm. My job is just to present you with my thoughts and opinions on it. Okay. That's it. That's what I'm here for. Am I a sellout to the company? Absolutely not. Did I turn down the partnership? I did. Will I probably ask them for a partnership again in the future? Probably not, unless they really take care of some things they need to first. Okay. And pushing a beta bird off on a whole bunch of enthusiasts in the drone market is not the way I would consider good business ethics. They're just trying to recuperate some of what they've put out now, I think, at this point, and spent. So
yeah,
dude, we got Dad Random in here, Bob Biker. I'm going to give some shout outs. Southwest Drones, Adrian Lee. So basically, for the price of the 2013, 2014 camera at $600, you can purchase a Parrot Anafi for the price of the camera of this bird. What are you waiting for? Go to your local Best Buy. Commit. Do you think it's in between Phantom and Inspire? That's what they're trying to gauge this as. Do you think it's anywhere near Phantom or Inspire tech?
I don't think it's in between. I think the price needs to be lower, to be honest. Honestly, if they brought down the price even by $500, mm-hmm. on this, you know what? Take the price of the camera out of the equation. If they said, all right, here's your drone with camera, I think it would have a chance. But that's it. That'd be the only thing that would give it a chance.
But just to give you guys an idea of why I chose the Solo instead of a DJI product, it's not just because I own it. It's because of the history of the Solo. I chose to put the tech of the Solo against the Evolve so that you could understand that it is older tech. It's not, I chose this drone for a very specific reason for this, because number one, the cost of the Solo out the door was $1,000. Then you had to buy the gimbal, which was $400, and then you had to buy the camera, which was $600. Okay? By the time you've purchased everything, you're at a $2,000 price point. Almost. Just shy of $2,000. Okay? And that would have been in 2015. What happened to the 3DR Solo? It tanked. It absolutely tanked right out of the market. It didn't become a good drone until 2 years later, after they sold them all off for like $300 and $200 on eBay, and everybody bought them up and started playing with them. And then a group of guys came together to start rewriting all the firmware and get on Arducopter and APM and all that open source. That's when the drone really became great. So what I'm trying to instill in this company is that you are going the same route as Karma and 3DR if you continue down this path. You don't have to take my advice. You'll find out for yourself. That's something you'll have to justify to yourself in the end. It's not me. Okay? But I promise you the drone market will speak for itself. Everybody in here already is doing that, so I'm assuming it's just going to keep going from there. I didn't buy a Nafi, so close. Solo is sweet drone. It is. It absolutely is.
I mean, and don't get me wrong. I think that every drone has its pros and its cons.
Sure.
You know, and I mean, I don't know. Maybe the carbon fiber isn't a bad thing. You know, with this drone, maybe that's not where all the weight's coming from either. Considering it's supposed to be lightning. Yeah, you know, it looks slick. I mean, I think yes, it looks like a Q500.
Sure.
But it looks like an evolved. You know, haha. You know, you got the name evolve. Haha. It looks like an evolved Q500, which I think is a good thing. It truly does.
Doesn't it look like a Q5? It's got the same lane. The other thing I don't like is the landing legs, because it's just, it creates a lot of drag.
Yeah.
Which is one thing that if you knew about the Q500, you own one, which I think a lot of us did. I had the opportunity to buy one, test it, play with it, and see what my thoughts were. And I never liked the legs. They were like a sail. They would get hit by the wind and make it extremely unstable when trying to land it. This has that same look right here. The same setup as the Q500.
That almost reminds me of my contest drone, the one I got from Ken Heron.
Yeah, absolutely.
The legs do.
It's just, I would have loved to have seen them maybe fold up into the body, or at least come out straight. You know what I'm saying? Cutting back on some of that drag, you know, some retracts or something, man. Especially for the price point. I don't understand why they couldn't have done retracts. So, I don't know. There's just a lot that I think really needs to be looked over with this bird. It is still a beta bird. You know, there's no other way to put that, man. Billy, I'm sorry if you left. I can see that you're not really in here anymore, but here's the gimbal that it comes with. It's a 21 millimeter f2.8 lens, Sony CMSO image sensor. I think that's the 1-inch sensor. And it's 12.4 megapixel, which, like I said, is 2013, 2014 camera capabilities. There's nothing special about this camera. It is not even a 360 gimbal. It is a 3-axis. Now, there are things that I do like about the gimbal. So I can't completely crap all over this. They had some great idea designs here, like a quick disconnect right up here. There's a lock where you can just twist it, and then it just disconnects, and you can put a new one on there and twist it, and it locks right in, and it's ready to go. So there are some very nice designs going on here, but I think they just tried to wow people too much with that 1080 live feed thing on the transmitter. I think they spent too much focus on that and not enough on the real important things like the camera, range, and quality. I think we're getting a lot of quality, but like I said, man, I think they overdid it in some aspects and they didn't do enough in others. You know, and that's going to kind of be the downfall. That's part of joining the drone market, is that you find out what your niche is. And unfortunately, I just don't feel that Xdynamics has found that niche yet. So...
Well, you know what, and maybe we'll see that this, you know, this. I mean, granted, this type of drone can either make or break this company. I mean, I don't know how much money is backing them as a company or anything like that.
Gotcha, Billy. Cool.
But you know, as far as with it, I mean, this could be one of those things that maybe this comes out, they see it's not selling in like 3 months, and it kicks them into high gear and makes it so they come out with it. They innovate, you know, which I mean, honestly, what do we need at this point from a drone manufacturer? And now, Dan, we need someone to innovate, right?
I agree. I look, I don't get me wrong. I had high hopes for this company, or I wouldn't have talked to them in the first place.
Yeah.
But after I realized what they were trying to release for the price they were, there was nothing.
Cardoso has it right on the head.
Okay.
It's like another Autel Evo situation, and I've said that already on this on this chat.
Yeah.
I completely agree. They came in too late you know, you said Rick from Drone Valley had it 7 months ago,
like 7 or 8 months ago.
You know, why not have it released within a month of him getting it? You know,
Right.
at that point, what was not ready for it at that point? So I don't know.
Well, no, that's why I said I feel like they can't get the firmware correct. That's what it seems to be to me, is that they don't have a good enough team in there that's able to figure out how to get the firmware to be precise. Precision is everything when it comes to a drone, which DJI has shown time and time again that you can do things correctly. You know what I'm saying? Whether I agree with their restrictions and all the FAA workings that they do, I can't put aside the fact that they are a very stable platform and they do what they do very well. You know, and that is because they have a good team of people that properly understand how to set these things up and write the correct firmware to make these things work properly. I don't think Xdynamics has that team that's backing them, that's doing what is necessary to make these drones work properly. Maybe they needed to get a whole new team in and a new set of eyes to come look at the firmware and get things figured out.
Maybe they have the team, but they have somebody in control of that team that is restricting them too.
True.
Because they could have these people that have these ideas that may not be allowed to speak up.
Yeah.
Just like them not wanting you to have any control over your review of this drone if you were going to actually get it.
Yeah. Jeff S says, okay, bye. No one loves me anymore. I go fly solo. Oh my gosh. Hey, we got Sean Brooks in here. What is up, Mr. Sean? So I think I've pretty much covered what I really needed to. If I have to revisit this, I will. I do have a friend making a camera video for me. You guys might know him. He's focused with GK. He's a professional photographer. I had him go ahead and make a video for me about the Xdynamics camera versus all the camera platforms that were out in 2013 through 14, just so you could see the differences in the camera to understand what is actually happening and why they're taking advantage of you. So be expecting that video. That will be coming. George is a little busy. He said he'll probably send me the video next week, and I'll have that out for you guys, so you'll be able to see a real comparison. I'm not a camera guru. I can't sit here and tell you I am. I just understand drones. Okay. Yeah. Like, I'm not a photographer, so I will reach out to a professional all day who knows what he's talking about and give him the opportunity to show you what my thoughts are. So,
I mean, I try to be a professional photographer, but
yeah,
it hasn't been too successful for me. But
dude, I got to tell you, I'm sorry, man. I can't make your party, bro. I think you just had it.
Yeah, it was Friday. It's all good.
Yeah, I was at work, man. I'm sorry about that.
It's all good.
So for those of you, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
For those of you who don't know, me and Scuappy's drones, we actually fly quite often. Well, we did fly quite often. He's actually moving, which saddens me greatly.
Yeah. Moving from North Carolina. By the way, I actually got an unofficial job offer.
Really?
That's all I'm going to say about that.
Okay. All right.
I'll be selling my house and I won't have a place to live, but I'll have a job.
Jerry? I did not get a chance to look. Let me look. I have a whole drawer full of goodies over here. I might find it. He wants the Revision B board. For those of you guys who don't know Drone Obsessed Jerry, he actually has a group of kids that he's teaching drone classes to, called the Drone Interest Group on YouTube. If you haven't checked them out, subscribe to them. Make sure you do that. Somebody just donated a 3DR Solo to their channel, basically brand new. And yeah, very nice of whoever did that. So they're about to get a taste of the open source world, and we're gonna take them to new levels and heights and show them why not being restricted is actually a lot of fun. So we're gonna push the boundaries.
Yeah, actually, that'd be really cool for his whole group, because I know that they all kind of, I mean, they not only fly drones, but from what I saw is that they also do tweak with them. Try building some of them and everything like that. So having an open source drone like that and being able to tweak the software like that, I think would be beneficial for them.
They make it do whatever you want it to do, man. That's the fun thing, is that especially if you start learning coding, then there's no limitations, bro. You can write your own code to make it do what you want it to do. That's where I think people don't understand proprietary versus open source. Open source, basically, there are no limitations. So one day when DJI gets grounded for whatever reason, who knows? The 3DR Solo doesn't answer to anyone but me. It's a beautiful thing, baby.
And if you notice me looking in all different directions, I just want to say I have 3 screens here. I'm editing a photo straight ahead. I got Dan off to my right. I got the chat off to my left. So, you know.
Cardosa, Michael McReynolds, Jim, what's going on, dude? I'm glad, man. We got a lot of people in here tonight. I was actually really surprised by this because it's a Sunday, and normally on a Sunday there's not much going on. So this topic obviously needed to be discussed because there's a lot of people in here. So yeah, what do you guys think, man? What's your opinion? I'd still like to get more people in here. Does anybody else want to join and give their official opinion on this without going too crazy?
Matthew, are you talking about me? Is that a lightsaber behind me? Right there. Yeah, Dan, you haven't seen this either. Hold on.
All right. I'm dropping the link if anybody would like to jump in. There you go. Mike B, I would love for you to come in, sir. Sean, if you'd like to join us. You don't have to be on camera. You guys know you can turn your camera off and just talk to us. But I'd love to get your opinion on things if you guys are up for it. Let's get some more real pilots in here and let's discuss.
Look at this.
Oh, dude, that's actually sick.
I'm not opening it until after we move.
Don't ever open it.
No. This actually has like a stand and everything. Like,
really?
This is actually a stand for it. Like,
dude, that is big pimpin'. Marz, what is up, dude?
It was at the Disney character outlet, so
yeah,
it was half off. So this was like $70, and it was
really
normally $140. So yeah,
let's see if we can get anybody else in here. All right, Mike said it'll take him a few minutes. They are trying to recoup their astronomical startup and manufacturing costs, Dan. Only thing I can think of, or they are testing how stupid we are. I would say that could be the. I think they you have to not be very intelligent to drop that kind of price on this product, thinking that we were just going to fall for it. You know, we've been doing this too long. I think a lot of us have been doing this too long to fall for that kind of joke. So maybe he's right. Maybe it is just them trying to make up for losses. 3DR, I think, tried that. Oh, you know who did DJI? GoPro did that too with the Karma. You remember the Karma price coming out? Whoa. That was pretty astronomical too. People are like, "Are you kidding me?"
When it went out, even whenever like they finally just said, "Oh yeah, we stopped support of it."
Yeah,
not like it dropped in price.
Right. It's still kind of crazy.
I think it still went up. I
think
it went up by like $100 whenever they finally announced it was gone. You know, they were like, "Oh yeah, it's the price went up because it could support the Hero 6." You're like,
right?
So,
dude. So for those of you guys who don't know, the 3DR Solo continues to become better and better. For those of you haters out there, we now have the ability to use the GoPro Hero 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7.
That's crazy.
With the Solo.
And full camera control, right?
Full camera control through a breakout board plugged into the bottom.
That's crazy.
That is the difference with open source. You always ask me why I never upgrade. That's why. Why upgrade when you can just buy little components, attach them, and make it better? Such a nice thing. Everybody make sure to hit the ding-a-ding-a-ling, old ding-a-ling like button. Mr. Mike. Yeah, I still don't think the Karma is great. Everybody says that the firmware fixed a lot of it, but it's a big gaudy bird that folds. I think it's weird. I think the concept was cool, but once again, it was also too late to the party.
Well, wasn't there a drone that came out recently that looked just like it?
I don't know.
That was just smaller. I don't know. I can't remember what it was.
How can it not come to fruition for them? Those who know all dying things. Oh man. The only good thing buying a Karma back then was getting the actual GoPro camera. Yeah, well, if you bought the package, if not, you were buying the camera by itself. You know what? But look, GoPro isn't like it used to be. You can purchase a GoPro camera now. If you just wait like 3 months, the price of it comes way down. Like GoPro doesn't hold on to the price very long anymore at all. Like when it first drops, it is crazy high priced, and then within 3 or 4 months of the release, it comes way, 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 way down. So it's almost just worth waiting. I don't even know how many people we have in here right now. Can you see? Oh yeah, 28. That's crazy for a Sunday, bro.
Yeah.
All right, so anybody else coming in here? I'm going to post the link one more time. I know Mike was coming, but I still want to get somebody else in here if they can come in. I really want not just you and me, Craig, to be talking about this. I want to hear somebody else's vocal opinions on this.
I do too. Hey, since we're waiting, do you mind if I share my image that I took tonight?
No, feel free.
All right, let's see if Hangouts on here will actually let me do that. Yeah, it should.
Dude, I had a blast flying FPV today. JDS has joined.
That's all right. I don't know if you can see it. This is actually Lakeland. This is
really?
Lakeland. Yeah, I did, we stopped on the way back from Universal, and I was we stopped at 8 at Panera, and I was like, I need to take the drone out.
Dude, that is killer sky, bro.
Yeah, I thought so.
Absolutely killer sky. That looks gorgeous, man. What do you think? What do you think your oh, I'm still presenting you. What do you think your ability to see was? Like 11, 12 miles? 15?
I don't know.
Oops, I'm presenting myself. Hey. Interesting. Yeah, it was a beautiful pic.
Sorry, that was shot with my Mavic 2 Pro. I did 5 shots, auto exposure bracketing, merged in in Adobe Lightroom Classic into a 5-shot HDR pic with low blurring or not blurring motion.
Did you run any HDR against that?
That is HDR. That's
okay.
That's all 5 merged into an HDR photo.
Okay. I'm learning about pro tuning, guys. I'm becoming a camera guru.
Yeah, you've been. I've noticed the uptick in some of your videos, actually.
A little bit, yeah. I'm starting to actually dabble with more of the camera features and figure out how to play with some of the footage. I've always preferred uploading raw just so people can see what you get, but
yeah,
lately I've been trying to be a better YouTuber for you guys.
So I see JDS actually made it in here.
Yes, he did. We're actually JDS. Are you available to talk now? He muted himself. I guess he doesn't want to chat yet.
That's all right. Hey, he made it in here. That's actually a pretty forward step.
That's a big feat.
I keep leaning towards my microphone because I don't know if you can hear me.
Bob, why don't you come in here? I'm tired of seeing you in chat all the time, everywhere, and never joining me like you used to. Come on, bro. Let's have a little bromance. Let's talk about this evolved drone. No mic. Oh, he said no mic, bro. I'm trying. Okay, that's cool. You're in here. That's what counts. Dad Random, Chris, feel free to join us. You know you want to. Don't worry about what all the other YouTubers say about Dan. Dan does his own thing. Just come on in, have a chat. You know how we roll.
You don't have to have a camera, Bob. As long as you got a microphone, you're good.
That's it.
Bob, we want Bob.
We want Bob. Hold on, Bob. I'm going to go find my buddy Neil. No, we want to see your face up here, Chris. Get up here, man. We're bringing people in tonight. People are going to talk about this Xdynamics drone.
Joseph wants to know about the parent Anafi.
Oh, I want one. As soon as I'm done getting what I need to buy, I think you know what I need to buy, Craig. I will go ahead and make that happen, Captain.
What do you need to buy? Okay. That's right. Yes. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. We've had this conversation.
Much needed. Gabe said too expensive. Gabe, I actually saw your comments on everyone's Xdynamics video that's out so far. Gabe's been very, very voicing his opinion about it. Yes. Yeah, no, it's
all right. Sorry. I think you and I were about to say the same thing.
Let me go change my computer. Going to Studio C. We'll see you soon. So for those of you guys who don't know Dad Random, his name is Chris. Oh, we got Jim in here. Jim, what is happening?
I think I'm actually on live.
Hey, you are. You got to do me a favor, though. You got to turn the TV off in the background if possible. Can we do that?
He muted himself and stuff.
Yeah. The problem is the TV will actually get me copyrighted.
Will it? Oh.
Yeah. Yep. Found that out the other day. They tried anyway, so I went against it.
Looks like he's moving.
Oh, okay. Well, that works.
Everyone with their laptops, man. You know, and me with the desktop setup.
What? I'm laptoping. It looks good. Get off
I
me.
didn't say it didn't look good. God. Don't yell at me.
I'm so mad at you, bro.
I mean, look, I picked up this for $100, and then
Nice.
and I got a new LCD for it because the other one was cracked. So that was $20 for this LCD.
Not bad.
$120, man, altogether, with a charger, with a laptop bag. I'm not going to use it. I'm going to sell it.
Wait, where'd Bob go? I thought, oh, Night Train. Night Train's in here now. We got Mr. Mike in the house. And tomorrow we're going to take out the Sumo Jumper because this thing is awesome and I haven't had it out in a while. And I think we're going to take it for a long trip.
Camera on it?
Yes.
That's actually pretty cool.
Bro, it's all Wi-Fi. It's Parrot, man. You got to give it up for Parrot products, dude. This thing is sick. It jumps so high it can actually jump on my ottoman.
That's cool.
From the floor.
Okay, that's better.
Yeah. All right. So, Jim, what's up? Can you hear us?
Can you hear us, Jim?
Jimmy?
Hey, not much. I thought I'd give it a try. Get on live. This is my first live.
Oh, well, welcome.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, cool.
Good.
Oh, I think he's got latency lag out the wazoo, bro.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
We got.
Yeah. I think he's really behind.
Okay.
Yeah, I think he is too.
Yeah, I'm in the backward country bandwidth internet.
Oh, that would make sense then. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, so tell me. So hold two fingers up and you can hear what I'm saying. Oh, goodbye. Okay. Well, that was quick. That's good. All right.
Yeah, actually, I agree with Mike. He probably was listening to the stream audio.
Yeah, true. Marz.
G'day.
Good eye, Mike.
Turn me camera on.
All right, let's have
I
it.
keep forgetting you're out in Australia.
Yeah. Down under.
I don't want built-in sight. I want my HD camera. That's
Oh,
better.
look at this
There you go.
beautiful guy here.
Here we go. Microphone, HD.
It's morning time for him.
Yeah.
Lunchtime.
Lunchtime.
Oh,
Hey.
gosh. It's 10:14 p.m. here.
Yeah.
Oh, late night.
Hold on. All right, I'm gonna do my stupid joke. He's in the future.
yeah. So far ahead, yet so far goddamn behind.
Yeah. All right. It's all right, Jim. Thanks for making an attempt at it, brother. So let's do this. Marz, you popped in. You must want to have something to say about this evolved drone.
Yeah. What happened now? Am I still there?
You're still
Yeah,
here.
you're still here.
Oh no, just my page. Everyone disappeared.
Oh.
Never mind.
Okay.
I think it's just the control room. Oh, there you are. Yeah, I was just about to watch Dustin's video and I seen you come on live, so I thought, oh well, I'll put that on hold and use it. But I've seen a little bit about it, and yeah, look, for the money it would cost me to buy it, there's no way known I'd buy it, but that Phantom 4 Pro V2 straight out. So
How much is it Australian?
it's around the same price as the Phantom 4. I think $2,500, somewhere around there, if not more.
Holy crap.
Wow.
Yeah, it's expensive. I know the American. How much is it US?
2,500. 2,500. Yeah.
Or you can put another $300 Australian on top of that, and that's what it'll cost us here.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
I mean, even the 4 Pro is cheaper than
Yeah,
that.
like my 4 Pro here, V2, that was 2,500 Australian. I got it for 2. So that's not like too bad, but to pay that money above that fence. No way, no. Nah, that won't be selling it. Especially no sensors and stuff. There's no chance.
Yeah, no chance. That's what I was saying. Like, it's way too late to the party at this point. You know, this is why I wanted to get real pilots in here to discuss this, because I don't think that they get it themselves. I think they've justified to themselves enough times, and they've lied to themselves enough times that they convince themselves that what they're doing is right.
Possibly, yeah.
And it's wrong. It's time for a reality check from the drone market. This is what I'm here for, you know.
Well, especially if you know, DJI have got something up their sleeve, you know. Something's coming, but what it's exactly going to be, you know, probably more commercial based than, you know, hobby wise, you know. So
sure. I mean, I can't even consider the Evolve a commercial drone because of its range limitations.
No.
You can't. It's basically a drone for what? Taking photography of a house or a real estate.
Yeah,
that's it. That's what it's used for.
Damn,
there's no other purpose.
Basically, a drone for taking a dump.
Right.
What you were gonna say.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, but no, I'm trying to give them some kind of credit here. It's basically think about it this way: it is a Q500 without the Steadicam. That's what they gave you. They gave you a real estate photo package drone for $2,500. That's what it is.
Well,
in a nutshell.
I don't know if you know or not, but I went to the that international air show here in Australia, and I come across this new drone racing thing called Free Space. They do 1.3 meter drones, and they do 500. They're called S500, so they're just a H frame with a tall, like with a slimline type body, you know, on it, and you can put advertising on the sides, and it's basically like they're trying to get more crowds to the FPV and stuff like that. So that's new. That just came out last year. I mean, I asked them, like, can I buy one of their racing drones, and they're kind of not for sale at the moment. So, but they got all the good cameras in them and that. They got return to home, so if anything goes wrong, they'll stop, they'll hover. They got GPS. Just that they're big at 500, you know. But
yeah.
I don't know. I don't know if that's going to take off or not. I'm hoping it does, because I reckon that'll be awesome, especially for the crowd and that. Yeah, I've been to a few FPV races, and it's, yeah, if they haven't got massive screens and they don't invest heaps and millions of dollars into it, it's not the best for the crowd, because you got the nets, you can't see properly. You know what I mean? It's a bit sort of hanging.
I mean, it gets worse for me with this drone, because I know that it's so limited. Like, the Evolve drone actually really, you know, Billy was saying that there's, you know, I got it once again. I'm giving Billy credit. He actually chose to test it. Okay. Yeah. Whether he likes it or he doesn't, that's on him. Everybody's allowed to have their own opinion. Okay.
Yeah, someone's got to test
but my whole thing here is, like, I can't even give it due credit at all yet, because everything I've seen has been beta, and it looks like they're preparing for the release. I can't give it credit because it's supposed to be extremely sophisticated, yet my 2015 Solo has the ability to run some extremely advanced software like site scan, property surveying, you know, like
exactly.
It is so advanced, it almost blows the Evolve out of the water on every aspect of its capabilities. Yeah. You know, and that's, we're talking 4-year-old technology now. So I don't know where they were aiming to put this drone in the market, but I don't think it sits between Phantom or Inspire. I think it sits between Q500 and Phantom 3 Standard. That's what I think. That's where I think its niche is. I hate to say that, but I think that's the accurate truth of it.
Yeah, well, if I was to put carbon fiber legs on me DJI F450 there, I reckon that might be pretty all right. I mean, I have got sensors.
Yes.
Well, that's what I first did when I started a year ago. Around, well, February is the first time I flew a drone. It was my missus's boss's. He didn't know how to trim it, and the last time I flew anything was one of those little small helicopters. That was like 10 years before that. And yeah, I said, all right, I'll give it a go. I sort of know how to trim it, because I learned off my little helicopter there. And yeah, I trimmed it all up and that, and had it here at home. And well, obviously it's a Wi-Fi drone. It was Visuo 809 HDW, whatever it was.
Right.
And it just went up and kept going up and kept going up and didn't want to come down. I turned the controller off. I tried to reset it, rebind it, read this, nothing. It just kept going all by itself. So in here, in the area, obviously there's a lot of Wi-Fi, yeah. So I don't know, probably next door neighbor was flying my drone whilst he was playing his PlayStation. I've got no idea. But the scary part, even though it's a little small toy, it's not that heavy, but I get planes that fly straight over here.
Oh.
And they hit the Tulla airport. So, you know, they're supposed to be 15,000 feet in the air, but sometimes they come a bit lower than that. So, look, the visual only goes at 80 meters, and it probably wouldn't have got nowhere near the plane, but still, it's scary. Second thing, where did it land? I don't know. Did it hit a dog? Did it hit a cat, bird? Did it break someone's roof tiles? Did it damage someone's? I don't know. I've got no idea. Could have damaged someone's car. You know what I mean? Like,
Right.
I'm not happy, and that I don't like. And yeah, mate, that's scary. I wouldn't recommend that drone to anyone that lives in a built-up area.
This just did that too. This is the drone they just sent. They just sent this for me to review. I turned off the transmitter and it shot up towards the sky. I was lucky to get it back. It flew for another 45 seconds straight up before it finally died and came back down.
Yeah.
It's a flyaway drone, unfortunately.
Which one's that, Dan?
That is, oh, you're going to love this. The company that sent this to me is called La Blah 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 Blah.
What? Wait.
La Blah Blah Blah.
Oh, I see Bob's in here.
Bob the Biker 46, man. What is up?
What's going on, guys?
Oh, you are looking sexy, sir.
Oh, shit, girl.
Oh, look at that.
Yeah.
And he has camera and everything. All right.
Looks like the bottom of my sack, huh? What's up, Marz?
What is up, man? It's been a while since you've been in here, Bob.
I don't do much anymore.
No, I figured. There's a lot of people that don't really do it much anymore. I still have fun, man.
It's been a long, messed up winter here in Michigan.
Yeah.
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 I mean,
So
honestly, the only reason why I've slowed down is really because we're getting ready to do the move and everything.
move. Yeah.
That
Yeah.
sucks.
Hey, Bob,
Yeah.
what do you think of the Evolve drone?
I think they're a little bit late to the party with their crap, and I think it's an ugly looking piece of shit. That's what I honestly think. And if you buy it, I'm going to have to say you're a fucking retard. I'm sorry, but that's my opinion. You asked.
All right, man. That's about as straightforward as you can get, I think.
Yeah, I mean, I'm going to be honest, man.
Right.
I think we're done talking about this at this point.
Can't ask for more than that, man. So
I think
Yeah.
they need to lose about $1,500 on their price or
Yep.
so, or $1,200 somewhere in there,
Yeah.
and maybe upgrade a few things, and they might have something. But at this point, they're way late to the party.
yeah,
Way
I
late.
know. It is sad to watch them do it to themselves, man. They questioned me on Facebook. I sent them a message and they were like, wow, you really have interest in this. And I was like, it's not that I have interest. I'm trying to keep you from killing your company. I was taking screenshots of all the people. Have you been to any of the videos on YouTube of people that have tested this?
Yeah.
It is pages upon pages of people crapping all over it for the price.
Yeah.
And I went and I screenshotted like a majority of them. Heck, even Captain Drone weighed in on his own review. He was like, I think it's a little late to the party. I was like, well, yeah, even the guy you sent it to. Now, look, I didn't ever question Dustin because I knew Dustin was going to give us exactly what we wanted to know, which is show all the glitches and flaws of it. And he did a great job doing that. So, I sat up with Dustin talking about this thing for at least 2 hours on Facebook the other day. And, I don't know what this company's true aim was for this drone. I really don't. He's telling me it's for a commercial aspect, and I'm curious what commercial aspect they're going for because you didn't give it enough range to accomplish anything in the commercial market.
It looks like a plastic toy. It looks like what you just lifted up and showed us. I mean,
Yeah, that's a very good point. Hold on, pick that back up again. Dan.
Yeah, the blah, blah, blah.
yeah,
Yeah, there's the blah, 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 blah. There you go. Blah, blah, blah. Yeah, kind of.
Hello.
Hey.
Oh, is that Dad random?
Dad, I got to ask you, are you sure you want to be in on this phone call? Because This company may never ever want to choose you for anything after they watch this vid.
Hey, hi guys, how you doing?
Good. Can you hear
No.
us?
Hi, Dad.
I'm not worried about it.
Oh, okay.
Ed Random, are you listening to the audio from Hangouts or from YouTube?
Hold on here. Let me check.
Southwest Drones, I have offered that to Dustin, and Dustin says he's down for doing a live stream with me, but he says that he has to make time.
There we go.
He lives in Hawaii, obviously. It's a little hard for us to get together on our time frame. Yeah, you sound good, but I want to see. Hey, Dad, real quick, how many fingers am I holding up?
2.
Okay, so you're on dot. Good. Latency lag.
To YouTube audio, not Hangouts.
Yeah, I turned it off.
Okay.
Yeah, I wouldn't pay $2,500 for any drone. Sorry, guys.
Yeah.
I'm not a professional drone pilot, so what the hell do I want a $2,500 drone for when I can spend $1,000 and get a really, really super awesome drone? You know, I can go get a Phantom 4. You know,
I'll just buy the Bebop 2 and fly out 3 miles anyways.
Yeah, you can do that
for $250.
Yeah, or you get a Mavic and do the same thing. You can go and fly 3 miles out there, and
I'm just trying to give a little depth
and then have somebody freaking get onto your freaking channel and tell you, oh, you were freaking flying way too goddamn far.
Oh yeah, I warned you about that. I did tell you if somebody's gonna.
I know who's doing it. It's okay. I've got thin skin, but I just ignore it. It's called elite.
You should see how bad Dustin gets it, man.
Oh, Dustin gets it. My hero.
Horrible. He is, but he's such an honest reviewer, man. It's hard to hate the guy. He's such an amazing reviewer, and he knows his stuff, man. You can't argue with him.
Hey Dan, I finally bought a Spark.
Did you?
Yeah.
Dan,
and the reason why I bought a Spark was I was trying to get this guy to sell me his Anafi, and I told him I wouldn't pay more than $450 for it because that's all it's worth. And he said, "No, I paid $600 at."
Yep, when it was new.
Yeah. Well, he bought it at Best Buy, and I'm like, dude, they're selling them on Amazon for $445, and yours is used. And I'm doing you a favor because I want to use PayPal, and he wouldn't do it. I'm like, all right, you can hold on to that puppy. I'm gonna get a Spark. They're selling them now for $399. You can get 2 batteries, a controller. And
yeah, see, I got really lucky. I got mine during the Christmas deal when they were $289 at where did we get it? Best Buy, I think, for $289.
Yeah,
we got a pretty good deal on that.
There's so many of them out there, and there's such a market. But I'm just gonna. I want the portability. I want to be able to. I mean, the one I've got is portable, but the Spark, it's like I miss my my Bebop where I could just go, just throw it, throw and go.
So I will say this: I had a horrible experience until I got off the 4 app. Once I got off the Go 4 app and switched over to Litchi, strictly Litchi, it has been an absolutely amazing experience. Absolutely incredible experience on the Spark. I got better range, everything.
I use Litchi too.
Yeah, it's not even a question. It's phenomenal for the Spark.
That's portability.
Yeah.
There we go.
Yeah, I'm with you, man.
I gotta get one of them things. They're not expensive.
I fully recommend them, and they're so much fun.
I see people flying them all over their house, and
that was the Beta 65, and that's me. Alien Whoop Zero. It's got a different.
Did you got a little Lego guy in there?
Different board.
Is there a little Lego guy on top?
That's the camera. I raise it up
Oh.
with a sponge because otherwise it just looks at the ceiling. So, and it's like over 30 degrees. So.
It's yeah. All right. So we definitely got Bob's opinion. Chris, you were going into your opinion. You got anything else you want to add on that?
Well, I looked at it and immediately all I thought about was $2,500. That thing looks like one of the shitty toy, Chinese drones that you find on,
Yeah.
the design, with the stable, the legs that are freaking, Yeah, I've seen. No, it's an old model. Everything is portable. If you're not making it more portable, I think you're going the wrong direction.
Right.
I agree with that.
I do.
unless you're a photographer, you know, and but you can buy the Mavic 2 for
$1,400.
the Pro, for $1,400, you get an awesome camera.
Sure.
The beautiful shot you showed. I mean, it's
I lucked out, dude. I got this for $1,150.
wow.
Or you buy one of these.
There you go.
I'll be
Yeah.
cheap as
Home-
boy.
home
Put a
build.
gimbal on it, go for your life, mate.
I saw a video of that thing coming down like a freaking rock from like 2,000 feet.
He
That's
said-
the first drone I ever bought.
He said, but it comes with a case and an extra battery. I still don't think it's worth $2,500.
Yeah.
The case has got to be freaking 2x2, just a huge box, you know, just freaking giant.
It's like toting the Solo around, man. There's no difference. There is such a small comparison between the size of the Solo and the Evolve.
The cost.
Well, yeah, no, but remember the Solo was $2,000 when
Yeah,
it first
when it was
dropped.
new.
I mean, if once you bought everything, it was like over $2,000. After taxes, it was like $2,100 for the whole setup. So I don't know, man. I was the
Solo came with case too.
Yeah,
You get a cardboard
yeah,
box. It was
if-
case.
if you bought the whole package, yes, it came with the case. It came with the backpack.
I got me Phantom V2 Pro, and then I ended up spending extra, and I got the Manfrotto. That one there
Ooh,
fits the Phantom, fits the controller inside. You put your camera up the top. This thing's crazy.
Oh, that's a pretty sick case, man.
Yeah, it's pretty full on. You can carry your tripod here at the front. You just lock it in.
Right, I've seen those bags.
Yeah, these are insane. Well worth the money. I mean, for what I do, you know, I put the backpack on, get on my skateboard. You know, everything's in there.
Those
Mhm.
are about $100, right? I thought I saw one. Yeah.
Hey, Dan, remember I told you I got a case for mine?
Close to $200 in Australia, and you can open it up, put your actual, hang your Phantom off the back. Or somehow you do it.
If I was gonna go into taking pictures of mountains and stuff, I would have a Phantom 4 in a second. I mean, that's what,
Yeah, if you do stuff like that, this is awesome. This backpack.
I love the video that came off of my Phantom 3, or at least the card video. I mean, the transmission wasn't that good, but I mean the camera itself was kick butt. I mean, a 2.7K.
On Phantom 3 standard.
Yeah, just a plain old standard.
Yeah, that's what I got too. It puts out great video.
As long as you know what settings you're using on that camera, it can turn out to bring out some great stuff. I mean, my little brother still has one, and he's taken some shots, and I've been trying to teach him how to take shots with it and everything like that. And he's gotten some good stuff out of it, but you just gotta know what you're doing with it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I got a Phantom 4 as well. That was my second drone I bought. I got it second hand for $1,000. So that's how it came.
There's like 3 house payments right there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's 4 of mine, but yeah.
I wished I lived in the States, eh? It'd be a lot cheaper.
No, that's the Phantom 4 is a freaking
Yeah, that's an awesome bird. I've actually given I've got to teach her how to fly it, so yeah.
I guess where I'm going with this, guys, I feel like the Dynamic is a Q500 that's oversized, because the Q500 barely got 2,000 feet of range either. It was just designed for real estate use. That's why they brought it with the Steadicam. You know what I mean? And unfortunately, what we're getting from the Xdynamic drone right now is the same abilities as the Q500. There's nothing special about it. 4K camera, oversized, crappy flight time. I mean, it's such a substandard drone. It really is. I don't care about the transmitter. That's the whole thing, is that they want you to care so much about the dual screen transmitter, and I just don't care. It really has no relevance to me, because I can get a pair of goggles and plug into a pair of goggles for a fraction of the price that have an HD screen and not stress anything. You know what I mean? Like, I have no need for that dual. It just means more crap to focus on while I'm flying. You know, it's just, I don't need that. Have you guys ever needed dual screens to really get a feel for how you're flying?
I know it's bad enough trying to
Too busy looking at one.
Right, exactly. It's almost too much to have to look at one as it is and keep track of all your telemetry.
And then if somebody come up and talk to you or something, that just makes it hell.
Right.
It's like, dude, I'm freaking trying to take a picture of this, man. Just shut up.
That is just craziness.
I'm telling you, I'm going to get a freaking vest that says, "Get the frick away from me. I'm flying my drone."
You know they make vests like that.
Yeah.
It's not going to be nice. It's not going to be a professional one. It's going to be leave me alone.
Speaking of vests,
I've got this drone because I didn't want to talk to people.
Yeah, on the back it should say something like "I shoot solicitors," and then solicitors will be X'd out, people that ask questions right underneath it.
You know what I'm saying? It's just you're trying to go out there and relax. And
yeah, I'm going to start wearing this when I fly my drone.
Jeez.
Oh my god.
put it in big
Oh,
red
I want
yellow
it.
letters.
You know what this is?
That's
No.
that's a breastplate for a off-road biker. Yeah, isn't it?
No.
It's not.
He said no.
No.
What is that?
It's
What's
for a
the
camera.
SWAT gear.
I haven't got it adjusted properly, but I'll quickly show you. Oh.
Oh, that's his Mad Max
I was
costume.
thinking I was at the Mad Max. He's going to get the shoulder pads out.
Oh, but there's more.
Oh my
Mad
lord!
Max Mars.
Whoa.
Oh, is it a gimbal vest?
Holy crap!
Oh yeah.
Don't be pulling out a 9mm now.
Dude, Marz, I never realized you were so legit, bro.
Yeah, I got this the other day. I found it for $300. I couldn't get over it.
No way. This guy is super official.
So, you know the movie Rocky when they're filming him running up the stairs?
Yes.
Yeah.
This is what they used.
Yeah.
That's
You know,
When we put them together, I knew what it was.
I would rock that. I would totally rock that, but instead of having a camera on it, I would have like a hand holding a cigar that would be lit. And while I'm flying my drone, I'd just reach over and pull it to my mouth and then push it away again.
look at that. That is amazing.
You know, I've seen them over
Space
two
Jam.
arms, but
It's
it's just helpful filming and that because I want to get more into my groundwork as well as my drones and obviously in the air. But when I put my camera on that, it's a couple of hours holding it up. It gets a bit
yeah.
heavy on a cam. So
Southwest Drone said, "Oh crap, it's RoboCop."
Dude, that is craziness.
Yeah, that's my latest.
Wow.
Dude, I'd be making a climb up Everest with that thing.
Drone shot said carry a Trump banner.
So yeah, should make my filming a little bit better. Like, because I'll get my license, car license back 30th of May.
How much did your camera weigh? What are you shooting with?
Um,
Okay, here it comes. Here comes the $3,000 Sony.
no, not that much. I actually got the camera. I got this camera for free, yeah,
Now you're talking.
because they advertised it as a Rebel SL2, and when I got the package, it said EOS 200D, so I thought it was an actual different camera, one of them.
Oh.
Yeah, and because the people didn't put on their website that SL2 Rebel is only available in North America, PayPal gave me my money back, and I got to keep the camera. $800 I bought this for, so I got my money back, free camera. Woo!
Wow.
And that's how
Proper
I ended up getting the Phantom
Prop.
4V2.
proper FPV says I don't think Australians have Trump banners.
And that's me Manfrotto
Yeah.
tripod with the fluid ball head thing.
That's
Pretty
nice.
very smooth, put it that way. Extremely
Jeez.
smooth.
Nice and quiet.
Oh yeah.
I got
So,
a tripod I picked up at the thrift store. It's so damn noisy. I don't even freaking want to put my camera on it.
I spend a little bit of money here and there, and then you got to wait for things to come in the mail, and
I've been doing that too much lately.
yeah.
I got put on restriction.
Oh, that reminds me, Chris.
Yeah.
Do you want to test you get to keep it if you do a review on it. They're gonna pay for it. they'll buy it and send it to you. They just ask that you put up your Amazon review and the market and your YouTube channel, do a review on it. But it's a condenser microphone with a Phantom 3 power pack.
Yeah,
They wanted to send it to me. I'm gonna just email me your email address, and I'll go ahead and just see if I can switch the sponsorship over to you if you want.
Yeah,
I'm not. I should have never done that microphone test on my channel, because ever since I did that, every Chinese company in the world is reaching out to me to do microphone testing.
Dude, it's funny. I have the same microphone. Dan.
Do you?
I get
the Hot Voice one.
I get like freaking car lights and bullshit like that. I'm like, dude, I don't want to freaking test that. Sorry.
Yeah,
I get junk. It's all junk. I'm just like, I don't want it.
It was a poor decision on my part to do that.
I thought the audio test was good. That's all it is. I mean, this is what this one sounds like. That's what
I mean, I wanted to
what
give
we want to hear.
Yeah, a true representation. Like when I plugged it into my phone, for some reason it was just horribly distorted. And then I plugged it into the GoPro, which apparently had some kind of audio adjustment settings, and it noticed there was a mic attached to it, and it definitely toned it way back. It was very pleasant, honestly.
Yeah, the
Phantom 4 or the
Yeah. Did
GoPro.
GoPro has a preamp in. Yeah.
What's that, Bob?
Did you figure out where you got that adapter at for the GoPro?
Actually, I can't. I did. It came with another attachment, so I just found one that would work and put it in the link description.
Oh yeah, forgot that. You all know. Got one of them too. Hero 7 Black for my birthday.
What did they do with the Hero 7 Black audio?
She's the best.
Hey, he was.
How did they change the adapter for the GoPro Hero 7 for the audio input?
Is it a USB audio input?
Is it a USB-C like they have before with the $90 now freaking adapter? That's what those things cost right now. For the Hero 5, they're $90.
I don't know.
Well, pop her open, man. Let's have a look.
You have to have a USB. How do you hook your external audio? Do you have a USB-C adapter? Because my USB-C adapter.
I think it's got two. It's got some USB-C and
that's the same
HDMI,
thing.
I think.
Okay.
So you don't run any external audio source into your camera?
No, to run external mic on this, it goes USB-C to this box thing, and you got to get a different cage. I actually come across the cage for it. Yeah.
You have your box thing sitting there somewhere? I just want to see if it's the same one.
No, it doesn't come with it.
Right.
Yeah, it doesn't come with the camera. That thing
Even
I'm talking
with the
about. You've got to buy it separately.
Is it the same one? Is it the same one as the 5? Or excuse me, the 6? I got the 6.
I'm not sure. Yeah, I'd say so.
Yeah, I bet it is.
This hasn't got the thing underneath. I mean, you can hook it up to this, I suppose, and then
right. I got there's a little rectangular box that it sits in.
Yeah, it goes. There's an actual cage with a bit on the bottom. You slide that box recorder, whatever it is that you need, and then it goes to the external mic. Yeah.
Give me 1 sec, guys. 400 AGL. If you want to jump in with us, sir, I went ahead and posted the link. I would love to get your opinion on the Xdynamics Evolve drone. You're getting quite well known in the drone market yourself, man, and on YouTube, and I think people like to listen to what you have to say. You and me could probably go back and forth for quite a bit. You're a very blunt individual, as I am. So I'd love to have you in here, man, and get your thoughts.
Come in, Mel.
Bring in the Melster. He said, okay, I'll jump on.
Nice.
Yeah. So, Bob, what have you been doing with yourself, man?
Working with the reptiles.
I've seen that.
Snakes, lizards. Breeding rats for my snakes. Got to find a way to make winter money.
Oh, yes. It is that time, isn't it? You're not doing the roof. Weren't you doing roofing at one point?
Yeah, roof tile.
No, I do animal and bug control in the summer.
Okay.
Bob, where are you at?
In the winter, we don't do. I'm in my front room. Michigan.
Thank you. I deserve that one.
Yeah, I'm up. I had to. Yeah, I got my stripper curtain behind me.
That's nice.
That's for my dancing girl.
Thank Chippendale's dancer.
Hey, now.
You just need to get some Christmas lights on them.
Yeah, I took them down already because it was kind of looked like a horror house.
Makes a nice backdrop, and then they put love in.
Actually, I was at the at one of the resale shops, and I come across they had some photography studio backdrops. Well, I picked one up for $5. It's two-sided. One side's American flag, and the other side is a window.
Oh, nice.
Mike
That's
B.
Yeah, so
Mr. Brooks just joined us. Bob, you know Mike. We're getting quite the old team going on in here pretty soon.
What's up, Bob?
Mr. Mike. What's up, Mike?
What's up?
Good night, Mike.
We're slowly
Hey,
coming.
Lawrence, how you doing, buddy? Rad Dandom, how you doing, brother?
I'm good. There's Mel. We got a big panel going now.
Good, Fred. What's up, Mel?
Howdy, boys.
Mel, what's happening, brother?
Oh, man, I am out here on the West Coast living the dream, dude.
The dream. You got a white picket fence? I'm still trying to purchase mine.
Nope. I wouldn't have nothing to do with a picket fence in California.
Chain link or steel cage,
Razor wire.
concrete.
No, man, I'm out
Metal
here as
slab?
a precision. I'm out here as a Precision Hawk employee flying drones for money.
Nice.
That's
Yeah, in the Sierra Nevadas, no less.
Very nice.
Yeah, I put a video up today on my channel, just a little bit of what I've been having for scenery.
Well, I have to check that out there, Mel.
So,
Mr.
Evolve.
Trucking?
what's
What are
that?
your thoughts?
Yeah. Let's hear it, Mel.
Well, hey Jerry, good to see you, buddy. I tell you what, I'll save each of you $2,500. Or if you really got $2,500 you want to burn, I'll give you my PayPal account.
There you go.
That's what I think of the Evolve. It's junk, in my opinion. I got a buddy that did a really good review on it, and we talked on the phone extensively about it, and it's just not all that in a bag of chips too.
This is why I didn't even feel I needed to accept their sponsorship. I was like, no, I'm good, man.
Oh,
I'm
yeah,
good.
I wouldn't even bother with it.
Yeah, they offered it to me, and I was like, I'm all right, man.
I mean, it's a cool concept, build the whole thing out of carbon fiber and all that, make it really light, make it really strong, blah, blah, blah. But the stability and the GPS stuff in it is not, it's not a stable aircraft.
Do you see how much it wanders for having LiDAR?
Exactly.
I have never seen LiDAR wander so much, especially with optical flow. Where's it going?
What? Yeah. What's up with that? I mean, you can drag it off spot, and sometimes it'll try to come back, and sometimes it'll stay where you left it. I mean, but the concept is cool. I like the concept.
I agree.
All carbon fiber chassis and stuff. That's kind of cool. The controller with the flip up monitor built in, that's a good monitor, and then that other monitor between the sticks where you can control all your settings and flight dynamics. That's cool. The concept overall, I think, is pretty cool. Mm-hmm. Which is why I was excited about trying to get my hands on one. And then a buddy of mine got one, and it was like, save your money, Mel. I'm like, okay, no problem.
Well, they offered it to Ken, Billy, me, Captain Drone, and Dustin, and a few. I don't know who the other people were, but I had a long chat with them. At first, I was excited. Then I did some research, and then I was like, I don't know. And then I got Billy's feedback on it, and they were like, this is a drone you have to tune and all these other things. And I was like, tune?
Yeah.
What are you talking about? Tune it? You shouldn't have to tune anything, man. This should be a ready to fly platform out of the box. ready to roll, man.
Especially considering you're trying to sell it to a professional market and everything.
Right.
You know, I get that you know, some professionals are going to want to tune their equipment and everything, but when you're talking about professional photographers wanting this type of drone, they're not going to want to tune this. They're going to take pictures and just.
It comes with a base camera.
Yeah.
You're going to have to upgrade the camera right off the bat.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's
$600 for a camera that would have been good in 2013 or 14. That's realistic. Okay, I can't pay. So I'm not paying $600. I'll buy an Anafi. I'll get a full drone package for that.
Yeah,
you know, it's crazy. It's just absolutely ludicrous what they're asking.
And I think the Anafi's got a cool concept going too with that forward mounted camera that rotates 180 degrees.
Beautiful.
I mean, that's kind of cool. But
beautiful for bridge inspection.
But it's very, very, very vulnerable.
Yes, I agree. I saw it. I felt it.
Sticking way out in the nose that way. I mean, I get that. They did put some housing around it, so if you do bump something, but I guess it's no worse than, say, a Mavic camera.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, the chassis sticks out beyond the lens and stuff on a Mavic, even the new Mavics. But
okay,
I guess any gimbal really is going to be kind of vulnerable, but that one just to me looks more vulnerable than most.
Let me address this real quick. Proper FPV says tune a camera drone. So there's actually a lot of things that can cause camera drones to obviously act up. For you FPV pilots, I don't know how much you get into GPS, but there's flat calibrations, gimbal calibrations, IMU calibrations that have to be done.
IMU, compass calibration.
Right, compass. If any of these things have any kind of, you know, glitch happening in them, it throws the whole system completely out of whack and makes things not function properly. So from my understanding, when they got it out of the box, it was trash and they had to do a lot of tuning to it to make it work properly. And that to me, at a $2,500 price point, just seems crazy.
Yeah, it should come ready to rock. It should be
totally.
And for that price point, at best, it's an entry-level professional unit.
Yeah.
So for that price, it needs to be ready to go out of the box.
Yeah.
I could go buy a used Aspire.
You can buy
for
a
like
brand
900.
new. I got one for sale, by the way, an Inspire 1 Pro. But
so why would I buy that? I would buy the Aspire before because it's proven. It's, you know, there's a ton of info. If I needed to
Aspire, I thought you said Inspire. Sorry.
No, Aspire.
Yeah, I mean, there's I guess the way I'm looking at it is there's so many variables at play here. Number one, you're a drone company that nobody's ever even heard of. You haven't even made your mark in the market yet to be asking for this kind of ridiculous price point against a drone that has now been reviewed by a number of people and has shown that it is nothing special, mind-blowing, no new features. Actually, it's missing a lot of the tech that is on newer birds now. I just there's no justification for the price point. For a fraction of the price. So there's no justification for the price point that I can visibly see. And that's what prompted me to want to make this video or this live stream. I was going to make a video and completely tear them apart, but then I was like, you know what? I think it's best just to bring a bunch of pilots in, discuss it, and give them our opinion on things than just sit here and point out all the technicalities of it. You know what I mean?
Yep.
A ton of their money has gone into that controller. I mean, the controller's got so much going on. I mean, that's that's at least half the price. I mean,
that's the issue, though, man. I don't know if I want to.
That's why I said their overall concept. I think they got it going on.
It'd be cool to have a controller with a, built-in screen and.
They're not the first ones to do it. They're the first ones to add a dual screen, but they're not the first ones to do it.
Right, and then you have all your control calibration settings. You can tweak them while you're flying and see everything how you want it. Camera settings, and that'd be cool.
Once again, we're going back and revisiting the unique products of having built-in screens in their transmitters, which is an excellent idea. But unfortunately, it makes these. Yeah, well, I was going to talk about that too. But unfortunately, it makes their controller so damn gaudy. These things are huge.
Yeah.
You know, the ST16 Plus transmitter is this big. It's like,
Yeah.
oh my
You
god,
need a kitchen table to set it on.
right? And the ST 10 Plus, that's another big one, man. I mean, there's nothing small about there. It's nice having that built in, but at some days, I just feel like it's nice to be able to pull out my cell phone, start the Wi-Fi, clip it into its bay, and I'm done.
Sounds like my program. Enjoy myself. I'm actually gonna do a video just about that whole topic. So because I'm not gonna give you any technical knowledge. I'm a flyer. I like to enjoy it and use it. I don't want to. There's enough people spewing information out there. I'm just a hack flyer, and that's what 99% of us are. And I want to take it out of the box. I want to set it up, fly it, and I'm on a hike. I'm not on a drone expedition.
Sure.
So I don't want to sit and fumble with a freaking huge setup procedure and pull it out of my backpack and holy crap, I gotta walk around in a circle when I'm on a cliff, so I have to freaking set it up.
Oh, come on now. You don't have to walk around in a circle. All you got to do is rotate the drone.
I'm going to stand on a cliff and I'm going to spin around for you.
The worst part is that's where my name came from. Drone Worship was Hubson Products, because you had to do like a ritual compass dance and it looked like you were worshiping your drone. So that's where I got the idea of Drone Worship, was the compass dance. I'm like, people have to think I'm weird sitting over here like spinning and like setting it down and kneeling, and like it looks like I'm worshiping this thing. I'm pretty sure.
Okay, Dan, I'm going to change this around. Okay, what do we like about that drone? Let's like find as much awesome stuff that we can think about that drone has.
About the Evolve?
Yeah.
So instead of conning it,
you
want to pro it? Okay.
No, let's give it a balance. So anybody that watches this,
I got two. I like the controller layout and I like the carbon fiber chassis.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I like the carbon fiber chassis too.
And just because it's light. Right, because carbon fiber will explode when it hits something at speed.
I was gonna say. So now here's my issue with that. I do like the carbon fiber, but it is extremely pliable under high speeds. So it's nice to have flex. Flex is a good thing.
I mean,
flex is a good thing, but flex is limited. So
I agree.
Any
other
chassis,
types of plastics that are better. That's
any chassis you put out there is going to break if you hit it hard enough.
There's some good stuff. There's some good stuff out there.
Okay, so
they make airplanes out of.
Back to the pros. I as I specified before, I do like the camera setup just because it is a twist and it pops right off, and you put your new camera on there, twist, lock it into place, it's done.
So it's modular. You can
it's modular. You can just switch in and out of cameras really quickly. And that is a great design. Now, whether that's going to hold up over time because they're pins, they're needle pins driven by springs, that may be a questionable thing, how that's going to work. If you take, if you're a professional and you're doing this 5, 6, 7 times a day, how long is that setup really going to last before it starts wearing out stuff? You know what I mean? So that is a downside, I feel like, but it is cool that you can do it if you're going to be changing the cameras every once in a while.
Camera bodies and lenses have been used in a method like that for a long time.
Yeah.
Right. How about the legs? I mean, that's
no. I would have loved to see retracts.
Yeah, retracts. I mean that's extra weight. I mean, they're looking at trying to lose the weight, but any kind of mechanism, you're going to add weight to it. But free up the camera.
Mm-hmm. Well, free up the drag. Yes, the aerodynamics. Absolutely,
and the drag. But I'm gonna throw scientist at you for a minute.
Ooh.
When you're talking about a 1/4 inch round or 3/8 inch round object moving through the air, the amount of drag that's there percentage wise is very minimal.
Yeah.
And you're not moving that fast for it to really create that much drag in the first place. So if you're moving 100 mile an hour, I get that. But you're moving at 20 mile an hour, or you're moving at 2 or 3 mile an hour doing some real filming. So
let's take that. Go ahead.
No, I was saying you're trying to stabilize a camera, which has very limited amount of adjustment. So the more drag you can get rid of, obviously you can make that camera that much more, easy to stabilize.
That's not going to work. I'm going to disagree with that because when you're using your camera and you want super stable footage, you're moving slow or stopped.
Right.
So the drag doesn't even enter the equation.
All right. So let's
chase forward.
Let's
that's the smallest retract I could find for my F450. It's 75 degree. And that's a little box I got to connect to it so it works.
I was going to put those on my F550.
So I'm going to wait for Mel to come back because I still want to talk about the legs. I have a feeling this will hit home run here.
I got a wireless headset. I just had to pour me another coffee.
Matter of fact, I may even be able to show the video that this happened in with these legs. Give me 1 sec. Let me know when he's back.
I never left. I could hear you the whole time.
Okay. All right. So Mel, I did a comparison. Actually, when I first got my Solo and my Q500, if you haven't figured it out, that the legs are identical almost to the Q500. And they're both almost, I think they are the same size bird, to be honest with you. And here's the issue I had, okay? The biggest problem I had was anything over a 7 or 8 mile per hour windy day. When I was trying to land at all or just hover, anytime a crosswind would hit those legs, I could see it physically make the drone extremely unstable. Like they almost became a sail for the platform. So just to make sure I wasn't thinking in my head that this couldn't be accurate, I took my Solo up right after the same day. Now we were having 15 to 20 mile an hour gusts, right? And I flew my Solo around and I landed it flat, and it never once did that blow sideways thing. As soon as the Q500 went up, I had to wait 6 minutes for the wind to stop blowing and hitting the legs to be able to land. Otherwise, it became really, really, really unstable quickly.
What's the width of the Evolve? What's the
That is a good question.
That could be a huge, because that's what you with the Solo. You've got a really long base, so that's going to give you stability right there. And that looks more like a compact.
I don't know how they haven't figured out that 2-leg platform is a bad idea on any drone instead of 4 legs. What about the landing?
4 small pins out the back. I got. On the motor mounts.
It's nuts. It's probably the worst thing that the Phantom drones have is that landing gear shape, because you can't gently land or take off with those things. You have to punch them up a foot, or you have to get them within 6 inches of the ground and then drop them. Otherwise, if you try to land it gently like you would an Inspire or something else with 4 legs, there's a good chance it'll tip over.
Well, that's why people catch land, and that's not something that you sell. You don't sell. Hey, you gotta manually catch this thing, especially when you're dangerous.
I'm not arguing against that, but I beg to differ, because I'll have my V2 on that skateboard behind me and didn't tip over.
I have my Phantom 4 Advance, and there's been plenty of times where either I'll go to take off and I'll watch it go, and I'll see it like almost tip, and if I don't punch it, it's gonna go funk.
That's why I said with the Phantom line, the landing gear are too narrow and too short.
Yeah,
they should have been wider and bigger, and wider and longer, however you want to look at it, but to make the thing a little more stable.
Yeah, it hasn't happened to me so far, fingers crossed, but it's been good.
Well, sitting on its landing gear, it's top heavy. When it's flying, it's not, but when it's sitting on its landing gear, the landing gear footprint is so small that it actually makes the aircraft top heavy.
Yeah. If there's any wind issues at all, I always catch land, and that's, like I said, you can't count on that, because not everybody's willing to do that.
Yeah, I've been hand catching and launching an Inspire for the last, not yesterday, the day before.
Oh wow,
six or 8 flights. I was.
Have you seen Enrique Iglesias when he tried to catch an Inspire? Oh, Mel's gone.
What happened to him?
He put his hand underneath the sensor and it decided to chew his hand up.
Oh man.
Oh yeah, got him real good. Yeah.
So Dan, I'm actually looking at it. So I went ahead and pulled up the Q500 specs and the Evolve specs. I have them kind of side by side right now. Actually, the Evolve is bigger than the Q500. It looks like.
Yeah, seriously.
But not by much. Not by much. Like looking at its width, it's 426 millimeters, whereas on the Q500, it's 420 millimeters.
That's not a great difference.
Can you see this?
Yeah, I can see it.
This is actually wind pushing it around. It's just me and my buddy out here, and it gets to the point where it's so bad because of the legs and the look of the aircraft that you can't actually land it. Like, I was getting really worried. So that's me setting it down. I finally got the ability to set it down. But check this out. If I go back just a little bit further, watch how bad this thing's getting hammered from the side. So here's the flight. I'm coming in. You'll see it in the video here in a sec. And you can see they almost look alike. Like the Evolve almost looks like it.
Yeah.
But it is just so unstable. Like it's being just peppered by the wind. Like my friend's trying to talk to me, and I'm trying to keep this thing from hitting the ground. This is me not pushing it down. This is it just doing this because of the wind. So I'm afraid to set it down because I know if I try to set it down while it's this windy, what's going to happen? It's just going to dig the motors in, bite. Well, it's going to flip over and break something.
I've caught my Phantom 3 in the wind some really windy days, and it scared the crap out of me.
Yeah.
Like, holy shit, you know.
So then just to test that theory, so we land it, right? We come back around, and then I put the solo up, and the solo, here's where the big difference is. So the solo is getting put down. The footage is absolutely garbage because I don't have the gimbal on it at the time. But let me see if I have the landing. I'm pretty sure I do. It is just an absolute beauty to fly this thing, man. Is that too far? Maybe that's too far. Let's see where I end it here. I want to say this was like 2 years ago now, right? Is this about right? 2 years ago?
Sounds about right.
I mean, it just beautifully just sets down. It's a totally different. I don't know, man.
What's the weight difference?
Actually, believe it or not,
is that the two aircraft right there?
Yeah. So 3DR Solo
the one on the left?
Roughly weighs 4 pounds, and
Q500.
The one on the left is the Q500.
Yeah, the unique.
And that's the one you were saying was more stable.
So the one on the right here, see the mouse?
Yep.
This one here is way more stable, like just incredibly stable compared to this.
Look at the props on the Q500. Those are huge.
They're huge. They're 11. I want to say they're 11.5-inch props. And these are 9 point. I want to say these are basically DJI props. They're the 9.5s or something like that.
950, yeah.
Yeah. And these also have bigger motors. Like the Q500 has much larger motors, but it's only a 3S. The Solo's running a 14.8 volt. This is running an 11.1 volt. So I want to say that the Q500 has a 6,300 mAh battery or something like that in it, and the Solo has a 5,200 mAh battery at 14.8. So they're both heavy birds. Like the Solo is a flying brick, especially with a gimbal on it. It weighs 4 pounds. And I want to say the Q500 comes in almost identical to that, if not less.
What's the weight of the Evolve again?
5.1 pounds.
Yeah, 5.2.
Is it 5.2?
Yep, I got it pulled up right now. And then the weight of the Q500, let's see.
I can't wait to hear this.
Oh, all
yeah,
right.
it
so
is
it only
heavy.
has grams, so 1.7 kg with battery and load. So 1.7 kilograms. So compared to the Evolve, 2.36 kilograms.
Wow.
So what's the Evolve? Is that's obviously a 4S battery?
No. Yeah. 4S. Man, I have their page pulled up here. I don't think it gives you the battery stats though. Let me go down. Oh no, it does. Hold on a sec.
Here, I'll look. I got the specs. Here we go. Yeah, I'm looking at it here.
5-inch latency.
Let's see here. Yeah. Oh, there we go. There's all the crap I was asking you questions about.
Four cell.
So it's basically a 450 quad basically, or under a 450, a 420. Yeah, I've just got to get so it's basically the size of a Phantom.
Basically, yeah. The Evolve.
Yeah, the same dimensions. Yeah, the Evolve.
Actually,
I've got a 550 and it's big.
It's bigger than the Phantom.
It's bigger than a Phantom. Captain Drone put his next to it, and it was almost a size bigger.
So it's like a 400. A Phantom's like a 400, right? So it's
and a Q500 is a what?
Oh yeah, that's freaking bait. Yeah, the Q500's got to be close to a 500.
That's what I'm saying. It's a big bird, man.
Yeah.
But from what I learned from that is those legs just catch all the wind, man. They just make it really unstable. It's just a bad setup.
So I guess what they're selling too is it's 60. It could go 60 miles an hour, 96 kilometers an hour.
Baloney.
Yeah,
Dustin range tested it. Or Dustin did a speed test. 12 miles per hour in GPS. When I saw the price of it, I didn't even watch Dustin's freaking review. Yeah, no. So
I'm wasting my time.
12 miles an hour in GPS and 36.6 miles an hour in sport mode, which we all know the Solo in GPS flies 37 to 40 miles an hour, and in sport mode, upwards of 70 miles an hour plus.
Yeah, the Phantom's a 350 mil.
Okay. Max Bay.
So the one thing we all agree on solidly, don't buy the Evolve.
Don't buy the Evolve, man. Yeah, I hate to do that to the company, but
that's too bad.
I hate it. Yeah,
I'm sick of seeing that. I'm sick of seeing drone companies fail because we want somebody to be successful and bring something cool and new because it'll make the whole sport better, the whole hobby better.
Sure, Will.
That's what I'm talking about. We want innovation, but
yeah, that's why I like Parrot, and I couldn't buy a Parrot because they freaking priced me out of the market. Yeah, I wanted that Anafi really bad. I just wanted to try it and own it. And
still gonna buy it.
I have to admit, I've been thinking about that.
I'm still gonna buy it, man. I'm gonna buy the Anafi, dude.
Well, it's good. The price.
I've been thinking about it. Yep.
I saw a deal on Google for $449 for the Anafi not too long ago.
Yeah, right now on Amazon it's $445. It's a
that's a refurb though. This was brand new through Google.
Brand new. Yeah, I already have a Mavic Pro, and the Anafi and me is the same except for the lossless zoom. So I wanted something smaller.
Well,
and I was looking for something fun, so I wanted a fun small drone. I was actually looking at the C-Fly, all those cheap ones, just to see if I could do a review on it and crash it or something. But I didn't want to wait. I didn't want to waste $300 on a drone that I could get a freaking Spark and it's gonna work.
I will say that the one and only time that I have handheld an Anafi, I was surprised at it. Me personally, now I'm not just saying this for everybody because everybody's got like a nose. You know what I mean? But it felt cheesy.
Cheesy, yeah. That's what I heard.
Yeah, like
it does feel cheap, but it's durable.
That's the thing, everybody's been saying that. But it felt toy to me instead of commercial, just by holding it in my hand.
Yeah.
And that was the only reason I didn't buy it that day. Otherwise, I was because I went there to buy it. And then I decided not to when I felt it.
But you're a buyer. I mean, you need that. You need that customer feel where you feel substantial. This is something valuable, and I got it's worth the $600 or whatever I was going to pay for it. And you can't pull the trigger on something where you touch it and it's like, man, this feels like it just came off the boat, from China. And, it's going to crack in half.
And I wonder because Parrots. That's French, right? From France.
Yeah, right.
And so, and we keep saying Anafi, but I'll bet it's the NFE
And nothing.
And that might be right, actually. You may actually be correct with that.
Just to, something to throw out there.
I will say this. If the company is still watching, I'm sure somebody is going to be paid to have to sit through this at the company to make sure we didn't degrade them too bad. If that poor grunt worker that's been forced to watch this stream for their boss is still here, we want your company to succeed. We want you guys to do big things. We want you to be part of the market, but you have to be realistic.
You have to step up and be realistic, and I'm 100% in agreement with that.
Well, I mean, as of right now, Dan, your video is ranking 3rd just by searching Xdynamics, I think.
I told them it was going to dump the algorithm. They didn't listen to me. In a week, man, this thing will probably be upwards of 10,000 views at least.
I just wish I could get to 1,000 subs so I could stream live from my tablet again, for Christ's sake. I hate that they did that. I hate that they did that.
You and me, you got a lot to say, It's fun to watch your stuff. And like I said, I'm almost there. I'll get there. I'll be there this summer sometime. I've been slowed down. And Dan, you've seen I've hardly been on. I've just
I've been
busy, and I miss being on and getting excited. And I got crap going. I got tons of crap.
Well, you sound like me.
Yeah, I want to get out and fly. I said, okay, I got a choice today. I can get on and live stream, or I could go get my drone and my cameras and go out and make some film and then try to make something fun. Yeah. And I'm like, okay, what did I get into this for? And I got into this stuff because I like to make stupid ass videos, and that's what I have fun doing. So that's what I decided to go back and do. So I made my Western video, and I made another dumbass one. But I have fun doing that. That's what I enjoy. So I want to get a spark so I can make even more.
Life's too short, mate.
That's right.
I do know of a way to get around that 1,000 subscriber requirement for YouTube. By the way, if you have a computer already connected, you can actually remotely control your computer, call yourself on Hangouts or something of that nature, and then have your computer actually stream. And basically, you're just connecting via Hangouts. That's how I've done it before.
Video coming up soon on Scuappy's Drones. Be sure to check him out for the whole setup.
Who else was doing that? What's his name? Gosh, I'm trying to think of his. He gets on. He's a Spanish guy.
I know that Drone Bum and Dennis Lovelady and them, they have another app that they're using.
You recorder.
Yeah, man. I went into, what was it? Canadian Drone Hub? I went into Canadian Drone Hub, and everybody was talking about how it's impossible to stream, and that's when I told them about DU Recorder, and that's when everybody started using it. So Mike, actually, you got to give Philly Drone credit because he has been making out like a bandit on his live streams with DU Recorder. I think he probably made upwards of $1,000 in just super chats in like 4 days, man, using DU Recorder. So you got to give him credit, man. He's a very excited character. He goes all in for everybody. He's amazing. He's excited. That excitement wears off after a little while.
I saw somebody send him a $200 donation.
Yep.
I got banned from that channel.
What's that?
What?
From Roger's channel?
I don't.
Yeah, me too. Join the club.
Well, I have my things, and I've already talked to Roger and Kim about it. They know where I stand. I've decided to just do my own thing and let everybody be them. That doesn't mean if I don't have something to say about somebody else, I won't, because I certainly will. I'm a take no prisoners type of guy.
When the drama starts, I'm not the drama.
But I got banned because I know somebody that got banned.
Oh yeah, isn't that nice? I got banned.
I wasn't even there, and I got busted.
So I've used Streamlabs.
Yeah, Streamlabs is good.
Stream, the live stream app. They both work. They both work really well. Streamlabs is a lot easier for the live streaming if you're under 1,000 subs.
Sure.
Streamlabs is just real easy. So
from a mobile device, is that?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, I got a. It's on my Android.
Oh, okay.
That iOS too.
Yeah, you can also use what's that other Mobizen?
Yeah. There's Mobizen Stream Live. However, it's not as stable as DU Recorder. DU Recorder is a lot more stable.
Actually, the Streamlabs, I didn't do the one you said, but the Streamlabs That one's stable.
Yeah, it
That
works.
one works.
It works. You can also get donations through Streamlabs, just like DU Recorder.
Yeah. Yep.
So, yeah, I want more competition in the market, but it has to be real competition. That's the realisticness of it. So,
hey, that's a new word, realisticness.
Realisticness, you like that?
Yeah.
It's a DW special right there. You heard it here first, folks. Well, Mel,
Man,
you
I
look
gotta
like,
tell you, I'm loving this job I'm doing.
yeah, you look like it, man. It looks like you're almost at a hotel right now. You at a hotel?
Yeah.
I'm at a hotel.
Nice.
You're sitting outside enjoying the smoke, I see.
Yeah, it's a company paid hotel with meal expense account. So my paycheck I get to keep. I don't have to spend any of it on hotels, and I'm getting paid to fly drones in beautiful country.
It's incredible. I will tell you, if you guys don't check out Dad Random's channel, when Chris does get an opportunity to go fly, he takes you to some very interesting mountain / canyon countryside, and every time he goes out, it is absolutely beautiful footage, whether it's a walk with his dog or a flight. It is an incredible area.
I appreciate that. I haven't been to hardly any place yet. You just wait.
I know.
That's why I'm going to pack this freaking little Spark with me, because I got wait till you see this next video I do.
Let me give you some advice with the Spark. Always use your OTG cable, get your range boosters, and use Litchi. Litchi is worth the $25 price point.
I ordered plus I ordered a gimbal guard for flight because I just, you just know that taking it's not landing I'm worried about. It's taking off, because like I said, you take off and it gets flipped or whatever, and then bam, there it is, sitting on the freaking the money.
I'll be right back, guys.
Yep. If you're looking for cinematic footage, do not fly in sport mode.
Okay.
Yeah.
Don't fly in sport mode.
Yeah, it's gonna flip.
Right. Go slow and just speed the footage up if necessary through your editing software.
Yeah, one of my first flights is going to be kind of a sketchy spot, so I hope I don't break it right there.
Well, I mean, the worst thing was at DW Fest, man, I had my first Spark crash and it wasn't even flying.
That sucks.
Yeah, I had the case open in my car, and Craig had showed up, and I wasn't thinking, and I grabbed the top of the case and I walked over and I picked it up, and I was moving real fast, and all of a sudden I saw a Spark and a transmitter sailing that way. And I was like, wait, what just happened? And then I saw the Spark just go bam, 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 and roll all the way down the concrete down its face. And
Dan, I did that with a freaking Mavic Pro Platinum, just so you know. And it landed on a freaking propeller. And I'm like,
Brad,
oh my God.
Let me give you another piece of advice about your Spark.
Yeah.
For about $140, you can get the portable charging station for it.
Yes.
Yeah, I heard about that, where you just sit on there.
Well, not only that, but it comes with 2 batteries.
Yeah, that is a deal.
You buy it and 2 batteries for $140, I think
that's
it is.
a great deal. That's a great
Or
deal.
it might be a little more for the 2 batteries, but that charging hub, when fully charged, will charge 3 batteries twice. It'll charge total 6 times.
That's way more flying I'll ever do with that. Like I said, I'm going to pull it out. I'm going to fly for 5 minutes, because that's all the thing will do.
So what's with the VR stuff there?
Okay, so Litchi offers you cool things that GoFor does not. Litchi offers you head tracking with gimbal, and if you're plugged into OTG, it is extremely smooth.
Right.
So when you plug in your OTG cable, they always leave a little hole in the side. As long as you have a good phone and it's got a high-res screen, when you put it in here, it actually looks pretty fantastic. You can set up your own on-screen display for your telemetry layout. Plug your OTG cable right in there. Go ahead and strap this to your head, and it reads your gyro sensor on your phone. So when you lean your head down, the gimbal will automatically smoothly go down with your head.
Dude, man, I did that with my Phantom 3 Standard. With this.
Google Cardboard.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Same thing, man. And it works. And people tracking all of that. Like, that was when I had the Standard. And yeah, I did it.
Put that thing on, Craig. I want to see what it looks like, man.
That's amazing.
I'm gonna get some that looks like a duck, and I'll freaking wear those.
Yeah.
SpongeBob.
Oh, that's awesome.
Is it Bert or SpongeBob?
Shannon.
Bert.
That's Simpson.
Yeah.
Shannon, we do watch chat. We just get a little talkative sometimes. I apologize. Hello to everybody who just popped in here. Yes, we're watching chat. Thank you for coming over from Night Strix's channel. He's a pretty cool dude. We just get a little talkative sometimes, and we try to get back to it. But yes, we're paying attention.
Shout some more people out. Who's Whiskey Woman? I ain't never seen her.
She came from Night Strix's channel, who does live phone call-ins. He just accepts phone calls and chats. He's a fun channel, man. He's kind of fun. He drinks beer until he's totally toasted and then shuts the stream down. But the whole time he just accepts phone calls, and that's fun.
Cool.
You guys know I watch a lot of crazy people. I get out there and I have fun.
That's different.
Yeah. So it's Night, STRIXX. There's a space in between Night and Strix. So yeah, this was a good stream, guys. I think pretty much we're done with Xdynamics drone at this point. It's a hangout. If all of you are still sticking around for that, I think we pretty much. Would you agree, guys? We've covered all bases here.
I think so.
Okay.
I think so.
So now we're just hanging out. If you want to chat, feel free to stick around and be part of it. Don't forget to smash the like button on the way in. The algorithm boost definitely helps.
Hold on, let me point out my hat. I have a nice embroidered hat myself.
There you go. Drone worship.
Yep, we can all talk about our hats. Yep.
There you go.
Right.
And the
bald
shirts.
spot on my head there.
Don't forget the shirts.
I'm not wearing my shirt right now.
Oh man.
We're talking hats. There's mine.
There you go.
Company hat.
Chris.
This just goes to prove that I'm a newbie with the Tyrannus, right? I got the Amber sound pack, yeah. Got all excited. Went to my first drone race, yeah, and switched my controller on. This is what happened.
Welcome to OpenTX. Engine off. Situation normal. All fucked up. You turned me on. Quietly step back from the pilot and live to see another day.
Just a little bit embarrassed.
That is awesome. That is awesome. God sent you that voice prompt to put on there. I just want you to know that is magical.
That was hilarious at the first drone race I ever went to. I only got one lap in, but you know.
Oh my God.
That was good.
Some little kid's opening up his new Tyrannus radio at Christmas time.
Jeez, oh Pete's, man. I don't know. I just want mine to say something like "Let her rip, tater chip" as soon as you activate acro or arm the motors.
Oh, you can
use
use that. Funny. I've actually got videos saved in my playlist of, I think his name's Blue Falcon, and you can actually do that and change.
Can you?
Yeah, I haven't got into it, but there's a sound pack thing that you can type in letters, whatever, and it will actually say it. And yeah, so you can, whatever you want to say, then you can make it say it.
I wish it would talk dirty, like when it detects the gyro, did something awesome, like a flip, a barrel roll, Matty loop, power loop, something like that. I wish when you did one of those maneuvers, it'd be like, "Oh, you're turning me on," something, whatever,
A minute ago, we were talking hats and T-shirts.
Yes.
I'm gonna trump y'all because I got the coffee cup.
Oh, man.
Don't make me break out my drone worship underwear.
There you go.
Camo.
Hey, it was nice, guys, but you have time to go.
That is awesome.
Good night, Shannon.
Who's leaving?
Shannon?
Oh,
Shannon,
yeah. Have a good one, Shannon.
Have a good one, Shannon.
And I won this from Drone Bum.
Yeah, I saw you.
Oh, Attila Light. Yeah, those are good.
Video.
Yeah, I won the range extender thing for Phantom 3. So I had a look, and I can't use it on my Phantom 4 because there's 3 wires that go into the controller, so it's only for a Phantom.
Hey, Marz, what Phantom 3 do you have?
Pardon?
What Phantom 3 do you have?
He doesn't.
I haven't got a Phantom 3.
Oh, okay.
He doesn't.
Hey, does anybody have a Phantom 3 Advanced or a Pro?
Why, you want to compare it to the Evolve?
No. No, I have some Loom Cube mounts that Ken Herron sent me a long time ago.
Oh, yeah.
I never had a Phantom 3 Advanced or a Pro, and I just want to give them a word to somebody.
Good night, Victor.
I think Bob's got a Phantom 3. I'm not sure which one.
Mine's standard.
Yeah, they don't fit on the standard. I thought they would fit on the standard. That's why I got them from it.
Honestly, you don't need the range boosters if you just install the Magic Powers 5, man. Go from 9 dB to 24 dB output. It's a major difference in range capabilities. Yeah. It takes 10 minutes to do the mod.
Put the extender, the panel.
It's not even necessary. You can actually boost the range through firmware.
Oh, wow.
Good night there, Journal.
That's before they started locking everything down on DJI so you can't tamper.
Yeah, you do that and then just use the parabolic dish and you're good to go,
golden, bro. Actually, Brian was with me when we did the range test. We took my modified one with the firmware adjustment for Magic Powers 5 and the parabolic dish against his Phantom 3 standard. So they're both standards. One had the mod, the other one just was stock, and I think he only made it to like 3,000 feet. God, dude, the other one was like 18,000 feet away, and he's like, "That's it, I'm coming back. This is pointless."
Right?
It's like, okay, just bring it back.
Wasn't that Ron?
Yeah, Ron and Ryan when they went head to head with their Phantom 3s.
Yep.
Yeah, it got to the point where the test was pointless. Like it was like, just bring it back, bro. There's no point in keep going.
I think I bought my standard 3 for $499 2 years ago, and you can't find one for that anymore.
No, actually, they're $250 here in Florida, all over the place. You can,
yeah.
Oh
the
man,
standard. You can't find the advanced or anything for sure. The pros, those things are like they're still $1,000 almost, or $700-800. Yeah, I was actually looking at going back and getting an old Phantom because I liked my standard so much.
It's a great drone, man. It really is.
Yep. That was my first DJI drone was a standard.
I'm liking the Spark. The Spark's been a pretty good bird for me.
It is. It has its on days and its off days, man. It's sometimes it's a bit questionable when it comes to signal. And I don't know if that's just interference, but every time I go to the signal guide, it always chooses the lowest crap signal it can possibly find to operate on.
Now, see, I don't have that here. I don't have that problem here.
You got a lot
live
of
in Tampa, bro. Yeah. I live in like
Wi-Fi Central, the middle.
Wi-Fi Central, bro.
Yeah.
I should do a test. We gotta
switch to the OTG cable because that's rock solid.
Yeah, I ordered an OTG cable with my kit and everything. I got that coming, and
it makes it so much nicer. The OTG cable.
You'll like it. I gave my brother a Spark and I gave my nephews a Spark, and I got my brother the OTG cable as soon as that update came out, and he's like loving it. He says it's the best thing that I ever gave him was that $100 cable.
I even use the OTG cable, but still, it doesn't matter because it still has to run on that Wi-Fi signal. So I'm getting interference no matter what.
Is that the cable you're talking about?
Yeah.
That's when I was looking at buying a Spark. I bought the cable, didn't buy the Spark.
Yeah.
I was going to be my first drone with the Spark, but I bought the.
That's a big difference. It's like going to the grocery store for a freaking 6-pack of Coke and coming back with 3 steaks.
Right, yeah.
Mel, what are you doing?
I'm standing outside smoking.
Yeah. Oh, okay. I was wondering if you were in a no smoking room or something.
Yeah, I'm in California. Most of the rooms are no smoking.
Oh, okay.
I like the position he's standing in the doorway there. He's got a pose going.
I'd be afraid. I'm kind of fearful for you, Mel. Is it a decent hotel, or you got to like worry about lot lizards and stuff?
I don't know. He's got blue underwear on. He's standing in the front door.
Hey, come on, Mel. It's not. They look like boxer shorts, but they're not, guys. They're just regular lounge shorts. Okay, come on. Give me a break.
Hey, Mel. I think your headset mic is disconnected. By the way.
Yeah, it seems to disconnect and connect every once in a while.
Yeah.
Oh,
You know what? I might be getting the battery's getting low on the headset. I haven't charged it in like a week, so.
Oh wow,
it
that's
might-
not bad. That's a good battery.
Oh, it's a Logitech gaming headset. It cost me like almost $200. It's a good one.
It's got good audio quality to it.
Oh, they'll let the Tello.
Boy, Tello. Yeah.
I have one of those in a tree somewhere in North Carolina.
Oh, they're so much fun. Not the best video, but I actually got the new Iron Man app, and yeah, you can get it to work with the Tello. So.
Could you imagine if they stuck a 1080p stabilized camera on a Tello? How freaking money it would sell? They would sell a gazillion of those goddamn.
It always stops all the time. It does me head in. So it's not the best video camera, but pictures, it does good
With a
pictures.
Wi-Fi repeater, you could freaking get just.
I mean, once again, I'm mad because they released the Iron Man version and still didn't put an SD card on the unit.
No.
It's such a poor design. It's the only thing that flawed the unit in my eyes.
SD, yeah.
If you could just put an SD card in the body and run that stabilization, it would be beautiful. It'd be such a beautiful beginner bird for anybody. But everybody's still calling it the GOAT, the greatest of all time for the price range. Okay, I don't see it as the GOAT until they put an SD card slot on it. So
I reckon the Tello was dying in sales, so they come up with Iron Man and a new app.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
Just to make them get rid of the rest of the Tellos.
Actually, I'm curious about how much they paid Disney for that. You know,
yeah.
Marvel and yeah. So, yep.
Too much.
And I reckon it's you know, based towards kids. Obviously, Iron Man. Not many adults are into it. So
yeah.
They balanced their books with that. They went, okay, we're going to sell this many units. We're going to pay whatever, Disney or whatever for this. And we're still going to make a $400 million.
Yeah, well, it was Marvel, right? Not Disney. It was Marvel.
Yeah,
Marvel.
comics.
Whatever.
I mean, good on it for that. But the laws and all that with drones, you know, it's all about not letting kids fly, like pretty much around the world these days. Like, so it's probably going to backfire on it because kids can't buy it because they're not let it fly.
Yeah, man, I'm
you know, sucks as well. Yeah.
I'm really curious about these LOS laws, bro. When Amazon starts delivering packages, they have to change the LOS laws. Otherwise, it's not. There's nothing remotely. I know.
No. I was saying, check out. There's a news from out of Utah. The University of Utah is doing research on that package delivery. They got a system that they've been experimenting with. Go look. So do I can't remember if it's Deseret News or something, but there's a whole article on that. I was going to live stream and talk about it because it's kind of local news. But there's a huge push in this state for creating a system of lanes and things like that. Anyway, so check that out. See if you can maybe learn a little about it. I'm going to look at it when I got a chance. But it's the University of Utah.
Okay. I'll check into that. Thank you.
Yeah, I'll do a little look at it too, but that was big news.
I got an email last week. There's new VLOS rules in effect in Australia. So
yeah, I got
registration's coming as well.
Yep, I got to say that you guys are almost following the same thing the U.S. is starting to do, man. I think you guys are about to get hard with everything. Hit hard.
Yeah.
I think Canada so far got it the worst.
Yeah, I'll put a link. I'll put a link on the engineering. I'll see if I can find that. Put it on your site there. You can check it out.
All right. Well, you can just post it in the chat for everybody else too.
Yeah, that's what I'm going to do here.
Matter of fact, comment. I think you're a mod. You should be a mod. I got to go way back to find you.
Yeah, it's their robotics center. Yep. This is the article.
Jerry posted a link. Drones
to the rescue. Technologies and their impact on society. Did he find one?
No, I was just looking at the link. I can't click on it because it'll take me.
Yeah, I'll find it.
Somewhere else with my pop-out chat.
No, use your mouse button. Click your mouse button. Your
copy and paste it.
No, just your scroll wheel. Put your mouse over the link and then click your scroll wheel. That's a button. It'll open the link in a new tab automatically and not take you anywhere.
Not sure that worked. Oh, I guess it did. Look at you, sir.
Roger that.
Oh, it's it's the wheat. Hey, well, I just learned something today. Thank you. All right. Okay, so Jerry was posting his drone interest group classroom post. He's the one that hosts all the stuff for the kids, the drone interest group.
Yeah, he's a school teacher. He's a teacher. That's his class.
Yes. Yeah, I actually did a live stream with Jerry the other day because I got a solo in, and I was showing him how to tear it apart and look at the GPS and figure out if it needs to be upgraded right out the hole. And we had a good stream the other day.
They're the 2 new rules. I posted them in chat for us.
Okay.
Effective immediately.
It's a game system.
Jerry is an amazing character.
Yes.
I met him at Spin Up in Texas, and we were flying a VTOL that had broken props and loose motors and everything. It wouldn't even develop enough thrust to take off. We had to hand launch it. But
Really?
nobody had any experience flying fixed wing aircraft, so I got voluntold to fly it, and I flew it a couple times. I did crash it once. I hit the sport mode button by mistake, and it was all over from there. But we had a motor wire come loose, and Jerry broke out a soldering iron, plugged it into a damn battery, heated up the soldering iron, and soldered the wire back together right there in the field. I was like, no kidding. I'll be daggum.
Yes, a 4S battery does a great job supplying a solder gun with enough power to do the job.
Yep, I was amazed.
LiPo batteries are pretty potent. That's what I do with my glue gun, man. I went ahead and ripped my stupid glue gun apart and put a Dean's connector on it so I could run a 4S or a 2S or a 3S.
There you
or
go.
4S right in the field, man. Just plug in 4S, you know, in like a minute and a half, this thing is scalding hot glue. So
don't get no better than that.
No. So yeah, man. Well, guys, I think I'm actually gonna get ready to start shutting this down, man. It's coming up on midnight. We've been at this since 2.5 hours now, somewhere around there. We've been on here for a while.
Yeah, it was a Ryobi battery that he plugged that into with an adapter.
Was it?
And he's made a bunch of other adapters too.
I put that link up there if you're interested. It's sitting there.
I see that. I'm gonna click on that now, so I have this.
It's actually a gaming system that they're doing research with.
Cool.
So,
all right, I got that link now.
It's called Drone. Let's see, Drone Commander. It says
Drone Commander.
Fairing medical supplies, packages, pizza. They're just talking about how they're trying to problem solve how do you do it.
Yeah.
Delivering medical supplies and stuff. That's awesome. Yeah.
Actually, I think I read something the other day that something actually was delivered with a drone.
Yes.
Yeah, Cross Campus Hospital did a some kind of bio testing stuff. They sent it from where
delivering organs.
Sample, I think, and then they delivered it to the bio lab.
Yeah. Kidney that they delivered too.
Yeah, I know we've got a defibrillator drone in Australia.
Jeez, really?
Yeah, for the
defibrillator. Yep.
Yeah, it's an actual defibrillator. Yeah.
Is that the one that flies to the location to beat the ambulance, and then it has like a barrage of medical things and a screen so you can talk to a doctor live feed?
Yeah. That's the one.
Yeah, that's crazy, man. I saw that. That is ridiculous.
The defibrillator does all the work. You just got to get it hooked up. That's
but they also have like apparently the undercarriage has like needles that have injections that you can.
Oh my lord! They talk you right through it, huh?
Crazy stuff, and then a screen pops out. Yep, little live doctor you can communicate with at the hospital in case nobody's there to assist. You know,
stick this needle right in their heart.
Right.
Oh,
bro, yeah, adrenaline right to the heart.
That's what Travolta needed in Pulp Fiction, eh?
Yeah. Telling you.
Right.
Save my life. You know.
Yeah.
Well, guys, I know you're wanting to pull the plug on the power here pretty soon, so I'm just going to bow out and.
Hey, so Mel, I'll talk good stuff about you, so maybe we can get you unbanned.
You know what? I have.
No reason. I know you don't care, but there's no reason for stupid stuff.
Well, the other, so something happened a long time ago with another channel over something that I made a comment about fake news, and I was talking about a particular person, and someone heard me say that in my stream and went to another person that happens to do a news story and told them all about it, and so I got banned from Roger's channel for that, and it wasn't even the right person. This guy that went running his mouth had no clue what he was talking about, So there are people that are so quick with the ban button before getting facts and information that you don't get a third chance.
Yeah, but you're not you don't come off as the type of guy that is a pain in the ass. So.
Well, I'll tell you what. Let's end this stream and we'll keep this in the personal call. How about that? That way we can all chat openly with each other.
Yes.
Want to do that? All right. We're gonna say goodnight, guys, and we're gonna take this to a private chat. That way we don't have to spew craziness all over the web, and we will catch you guys on the flip. You guys want to say anything?
Take care, Jerry. Take care, Jody.
We'll see you guys.
Take care, everyone. Fly hard, fly safe.
Yeah.
Everybody have a great one.
Everybody's channel.
Have a great week. Great to see all you guys. Excellent.
All right. Toodaloo, guys.